environment. I'll give you. Woo! Tell me when we're live.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes, I would. Oh, I love the attention. Hello, world, and welcome to our first broadcasted episode of Through the Never, where us fucking nerds sit around and spend our Saturday night playing Dungeons and Dragons. Glad everybody can join us. Hope you guys are having a good night. That's it, pretty much. Let's start with our shameless plugins. This episode is not brought to you by MeUndies.com. If you were to go onto MeUndies.com and go into checkout and type in Through the Never, you're not going to receive shit. So don't do that.
Comfortable underwear, though.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Kind of pricey.
Anybody else? Hey, you know what? You have to pay for the comfort, though. That's what it comes down to.
Hello, everyone. I have Snapchat. Yeah. What up? Thanks.
All right, let's set up this blank music right quick. Does anybody have any shameless plugins or anything they want to? Oh yeah, I do actually. You can follow our Instagram at through. That's THROUGH _ the never DND, not D and D. It's DND. Through the never DND.
Oh man, I didn't know we had an Instagram.
Oh yeah, we do, buddy. We're
Now we're
famous
super
now.
legit. You can email us. Did you make an email?
What? Who do you think I am? No, I have not made an email.
How are they going to email us their fan
Fan art.
stories?
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I'm
fan
sending
art
your
stories.
address.
Oh, okay.
All right. You guys ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you joining us for the first time tonight, welcome, welcome. Here's a little recap of what happened the last 4 episodes. Fanderlin, a world of wonder and beauty, a world of creatures, small and large, a world of terror and death. This world is home to all creatures living off the land and in the wild, and also society of people longing for purpose and meaning. At the moment, this world is split into 3 regions, ruled in the middle by the Dukrose Empire, who own all from the black sandy beaches of the north to the southern Vito coast and all in between. Living under the sometimes not so fair rule of the empire does have its benefits. Benefits like protection from the surrounding areas. For if you lived in the east, you would live under the monstrous rule of the Faylin dynasty. Everyone knows. Oops, hold on. All right, the Faylin dynasty, where everyone knows that only savages live there. Goblins, orcs, direwolves, all who live there live in fear. For the Faylin queen herself devours the very souls who trespass from the empire. To the far west is the Nordoff wastelands. There's no rule here. Only large beasts and demons roam these lands. Oh, and the damned criminals that are sentenced there for a lifetime from the Dukrose Empire. Now, in the tavern in the city of Cortunia in the Dukrose Empire, Mikhail, the half-elf warlock, Flapjack's Ironboot, the drunk dwarf cleric, and Beskar, the breaker now, the dragonborn fighter, are having a drink and collecting a bounty for from their last guild contract. Vindok, the bard, accompanied by Zindejas, Z, the half-elf monk, convinced them to join them with their boss to join them to accompany them to the magic show circus. Basically, he got them to come along. The hype man came and escorted them all. During the show, there was a beast that went crazy and murdered a lot of people. They ended up tracking down the beast and finding it, because if they didn't, they were going to be accused of murder. After speaking with authorities and clearing their name, they were giving a name under the table, Mr. Nine. They went and saw Mr. Nine. He's an underground smuggler who gave them a mission to retrieve a lockbox from the Dukrose Empire, and they were given themselves the name of the Men of Mayhem. He sent you off with his associate, Arbane, the Elven Ranger, with a weird clicking sound loudly heard when Mr. Nine is talking to him. After retrieving the lockbox and on your way back, you found yourselves in front of 3 green figures. They were greenish figures, humanoid, holding some kind of artifactual rock. The one escaped with no arm, but Breaker took possession of the rock. After looking at the rock, he kind of fell into a coma. And that's where we'll pick up our normal game. And this intro thing isn't going to be part of our normal stuff. We'll just start from now. So now, are you guys officially ready to play?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So, last we left off. After a somewhat less peaceful fight with the Dukrose army, you found yourself in the possession of a lockbox. A lockbox that you were hired to obtain from a criminal smuggler named Mr. Nine. Upon your employment, you gained an ally, his fighting champion, an elf known as Arbane Tormys. The literal sound of internal clicking from Arbane was something that you've never seen or heard before. As you were leaving, you ran into those green figures. We covered that. Beskar looked into the artifact and fell unconscious in the process. Leaving the collapsed tunnel, you found yourself in the middle of an inevitable war between the Dukrose Empire and the invading Faylin dynasty. You heard three clicks from behind where Arbane was, and now he was gone. Part of their attack, you were dusted with these pink spores falling from the sky that paralyzing you. A figure approached from a nearby alleyway, a furbolg named Banna, a defector from the Faylin army. In order to gain your trust, he tried to call attention away from the war party. Unfortunately, you were surrounded until cloaked figures saved you from an impending death.
You did not do a very good job at that.
Taking you away to his home, another dimension. You found out his name was Lucian Willowbrook, the Nomad Sun's owner and Z's teacher. You also know that his name is the Vengeful Moonlight, the creator of the Skull and Mantle Mercenary Guild, the one where Mikhail, Beskar, and Flapjacks is part of. After a training session with Z, he sent you back to the Lockadere Tavern and the Noisy Truffle so you can retrieve your bounty. Realizing that the actual bounty was taken by Arbane, anger set in, and a very worried Vindok headed down to find his sister and at her business. Arriving, you saw her business partner, Mr. Flaunt, bleeding out. Banna saved his life and told you where she was taken, or at least what direction. After a tussle with the mounted commander, you slayed him. Hot on the trail of the capture wagon, you made it to the coast, but too late. You made it just to see the large transport barge swallowed by the thick sea fog. Vindok, your heart sinks as you clench the still-warm bracelet of the bracelet your sister was wearing. As the ship disappears with Tresca, your mind goes blank from all jokes and japes like you're normally used to, and it's replaced with a sense of boldness and focus. Your determination draws a flash. It draws a spark. It draws a fire. It draws hope that ignites your soul that you'll get your sister back. So, Men of Mayhem, standing there on the beach. What do you want to do?
We gotta freaking follow those ships before they get too far and we can't find them.
We need to chill for a second. We need to have a real talk.
I don't have time to chill.
I understand that, but us just running into things is not good for us.
Guys, this far?
Yeah, and how many times did I get knocked out? How many times has Beskar been hurt? Hell, we had to carry his heavy ass for a while.
Yeah, that's on him.
I understand that, but we just need to get some things established real quick. It'll take a few minutes, and that's it. Then we can go chase your sister.
Okay.
We just need to figure out who's in front and who's in the middle, who's in the back. Beskar, Z, even though where the fuck is he? Wasn't he just right here?
Huh. Yeah, I'm right here, guys.
Yeah, that's weird. Beskar needs to be in the front. Me and Flapjack right behind him, and whenever the fuck we do find Z, him. You need to be in the back, making sure we're all healed up. That way we can take the grunt so you're not getting attacked. We don't need you getting attacked at all.
I will get farther back and you guys can keep up.
That's what we're trying to do, because right now our positioning is shit. And us three, Beskar and Flapjack and myself, we know better than this. But everything's just been go, 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 go. And we haven't even had time to think, discuss, recap, or anything. So let's just make sure we're trying to follow some sort of plan. Even though shit gets hectic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'll try to calm it down a little bit, but
now if I yell at you, it ain't because I don't like you. It's because I need you in your spot so you're not getting hurt. That's one less person to worry about.
Okay.
Just think, if we're up there getting all the damage done and taking all the heat and stuff, you focus on us, we'll focus on the enemies. We're good to go. Banna, I don't know you not that well. You were with us, but I mean, you got some heals and some attacks, so I could use you next to me as well. Kind of mix it in. Let's just tighten up. That's all. That's my request. Now we can go get your sister.
Okay. While you're talking to you guys, while you guys are all talking to each other, you hear from the left war drums again. The war drums you've heard all night. You hear them again. They're to the left. Let me paint the picture for you. You guys are on a dark beach. To the left is the Dukrose port side. It's all the ports of boats and ships and everything like that. And it's riddled with the Faylin dynasty. And the ships you do see are either burning to the ground, burning to the sea, or they are overtaken. To the right is it's the sea coast that goes down. As a matter of fact, Makeo and especially Vindok, you guys know that there is a port to the right about 3 miles down. It's the Dactyl Port because Vindok, this is your home, and Makeo, you have been here on different occasions. So what do you guys want to do?
All right, look, there's a port down to the right. I don't think we're gonna be able to get on one of those ships over there. If we hustle, we could probably get down there. I'd hope that there'd be at least a little less of this war party, and maybe we'd be able to hop on a ship and get moving.
Well, they're getting closer and closer.
It's probably going to take you guys 2 hours to get there. If you stealthily get there. If you guys want to take the chance and get there faster, there is always that option.
Midnight,
What are they
I'm
gonna
let you
take
call this one.
Like, okay, I want to serve. Can I get a little closer to figure out how many people are actually? Want to get a little closer to see if I can get a number on like maybe a boat that might have a little less heat on it.
Well, yeah, I can kind of give you a number. Mainly, this is the invading war party. So
like,
if you're part of the Faylin dynasty and you're porting there to do your invasion, that's where all of your army is going to be.
It's a lot. We can't go that way, guys. We got to go the other way. We're gonna have to. It's gonna suck. We're gonna be behind trying to get my sister, but like I don't know. But I think that I'm the healer here. So what do you guys think? You're the brutes.
Strategically. God damn it. Flapjacks, what do you think?
The drums are getting louder, by the way.
Flapjack
No.
music.
We gotta go.
All right, let's do it.
We gotta get away from these drums. Let's head to that port city.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys? How are you guys doing it? Stealthily or
Nah.
loud?
Is there much to be stealth around? Like,
We're on a beach.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how stealthy can we be?
You guys also have chainmail. You guys have weapons. You guys have a bunch of stuff that makes noise when you run, or you can take your time almost, and you won't alert as much. But if you guys want to go ahead and sprint for it,
Is there a tree line on the beach?
it's about 30 yards in, 40 yards in.
Let's at least do that.
Let's go through the tree lines.
Yep, let's do it.
At fast pace?
Yeah, I'd say a brisk walk.
Brisk walk. Like a hurried walk. A hurried, cautious walk.
And I can like lead a little bit on this because I'm kind of stealthy.
I don't
So like
that.
I can maybe kind of like get in the lead a little and see if anybody's in front of us.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
Perception with advantage. I can push the button. 1 second. All right, there we go.
Let me do this. Okay, well, that'll be enough as it is. Okay, no, you guys stealthily made it across. You can hear to the right of you as you're going down the howls and the different animals and beasts that they brought with them. But nonetheless, you have made it to the Dactyl Port.
Okay. Wow, we made it all the way over there. That was a quick 2 hours.
That was easier then.
Well, if you guys didn't roll well and I didn't roll my mystery roll a certain way, then you guys definitely would have saw some other stuff. But you guys did. That's good. You guys did that.
Cool.
Matt, how are we looking with the screen? Do you have to adjust anything?
No, I'm good.
We're good.
All right. So are we up at the north side of this, the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you dragging us on?
All right. So as you guys get to the Dactyl Port, as you guys approach, the air is more clear. The terror of the war isn't as plaguing so much, but it's still bad. Not as bad as Duko Thumb, but still bad. But hopeful optimism is shut down as you see just one ship ported, a dynasty ship. The ship isn't very big. Banna, you know what kind of ship this is because of the crew, because of you being in the dynasty. You've seen different types of ships that are loaded and stuff like that, and you know that these ships only carry campsite equipment and some explosives like reserves. And you know also that there's the crew is small. There's not too many fighters on there, but you guys are all trained to kill. Most of them are just trying to go back to their land, pretty much. As you get there, though, you guys are there. Which let's pull you guys out and put you there.
Kinky.
Hey,
Want me to put what up?
Pulling something.
there we go. If you would like to adjust your character right now,
There's two
hit the square. Go ahead. Z is with you guys, by the way. He's just not going to be on here.
He's just in his silent mood.
He's silent. He's in his normal, not talking.
It's all like,
Also, can you guys see each other's names?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Man, I'm so happy to see some names. It's gonna make life so much easier.
All right. So you guys are over here. You tell me what the marching order is. Well, actually, let me do this. Who wants to look ahead?
I do. I still feel like even though I hear you, Mikhail, I'm good at sneaking around. So like I could sneak up and kind of get some visuals there.
That's fine. Just you see there's some crates and stuff towards the end of the dock. Try and get in that way.
Yeah. So I want to. Oh, so this isn't a wall right here, right? This is just stone.
Well, it's a stone wall. It's a building, basically.
Is that a building? Oh, okay. It kind of looks like.
Well,
just a bunch of...
That's what I thought it was, and I made it. Okay, well, it's a wall and a building.
Okay. It looks like we're against the wall, but we're not.
I was like, it looks like we can just walk across that, but yeah, well, it's a wall.
We're completely in the open. Okay, no, we're not. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and try to kind of travel along the side of this stealthily.
Make a stealth check for me, please.
Stealth check. Coming up. And stealth.
Oof.
Yeah. That's
Plus what?
Get ready, boys.
10's pretty good. It's like halfway there.
That's what she said.
So to notice you guys, he rolled a 2, but he's also -2 on that, so he rolled a 0. He did not see you. What do you want to do? You just want to survey the land?
So I'm kind of coming around the edge here and just surveying what I see. So what do I see from here?
So what you see is it's not that's for sure. You see a boat. That's what the ship looks like. You can see that there are broken torches. You can see there's swords on the floor, and there's a couple of bodies on the floor as well. Other than that, on the ship, that's it. You see a bugbear who is pretty badly damaged, standing right here on the end of the ship. Right next to you, you see a bullywog, which is a frog-looking man, standing there just keeping guard. And right here, we're gonna try this. Oh, it worked. Did it work? Did you guys' screen move?
No.
Why are my notifications not showing up? What the fuck?
Screen move now?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah, I just learned that. Sweet. Anyway, so you see a bugbear right here. Pretty damaged as well. But you also hear him say he's has these 5-6 guys on the floor right in front of him, and he's basically threatening them. They're on their knees, and you hear. So you want to stage mutiny against Dynasty ship, huh? And this guy right here says, "It can't be a mutiny if I'm the fucking captain and I'm in on it. You fucking idiot." He goes, "Oh, you don't laugh too much when I cut your throat off." And he picks up his sword and he slams it down, and you see the sword enter the side of his where his shoulder is, cut right through the collarbone, and maybe go down about 6 inches. And when he pulls it out, the captain just lays there on the floor, just almost just bleeding out at this point. You guys want to do something specific? You guys want to?
I'm going to kind of point to the get the attention of our crew here and put 3 fingers up and kind of point towards their general direction, and then I'm going to really emphasize that there's a guy right here. It's like I'm going to point at him and kind of be like this: "Kill that guy." Quietly.
Which guy?
I'm pointing at the frog dude.
Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Beskar, you're up.
Behind him.
Oh, wait. What face?
Stealthily. So you want me to give you a stealth check?
So you want to stealthily do what again? I didn't hear what you said.
I'm up behind him.
Oh, then yeah, give me a stealth check.
He wants to kill the hell out of that guy.
Nice. I will say it is dark. There are torch lights out, so this guy right here isn't exactly aware of what's going on. He is kind of just surveying the area, but kind of tending to his wounds as well. So 17th, yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. So you come up behind him. What do you want to do?
I want to hit him with my great club.
Cool, do it.
And while this is happening, can I want to cast a minor illusion over here and just kind of like maybe make some like sounds like someone's talking behind one of these crates.
Where again?
Like right here?
Okay, yeah. That's within range. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
No, do I have to actually cast anything for that, or do I just do it?
You could just do it. It's, I believe, a cantrip of yours.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
That hits. So. Ooh, okay. So as you sneak up behind it, you feel the creak of the wood go, and you stop for a second, and he kind of just looks around, and goes, kind of just shrugs his shoulders and kind of watching to see what happens down to the old crew of this ship. And you come up right behind, you pull your great club up, and normally you would hear a crunching, skull cracking sound, and this time you hear the wet, dull skin, slimy skin, slamming against your great club, and he is just about dead.
No, he's not dead though.
But he does go, "Ah!" as he turns around and sees you're doing that. Now you've caused the attention, and you've got the other guy's attention, by the way. Okay.
So is it both of them have attention now?
Yeah, they're both looking at you.
Damn it.
So are we in combat or no?
I will give you one more chance to do something else, but yes, we'll be in combat.
Well, again,
Finish his ass off.
I smack him again. This time.
This time he gets turned around though, so he will get an opportunity to attack if you hit him.
Better hope that's a killing blow.
Okay, you killed him. All right. As he reaches for his spear that he has, he's about to thrust it into you. He thrusts forward, and you just ding, and you hit the spear right out from his hands. And with that same forward momentum, you lift up and you crack again, but this time between the eyes, and you see one eye just pop out completely, and then him slam and hit the floor and crack the bottom of the deck. And with that being said, boys, I need you to roll for initiative.
Ew, a 4? That's horrible. God damn.
Yeah.
Mr.
That music
DM, do we got
sucks,
any
dude.
battle music going on?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
Get that battle music on.
There we go. Woo! Sexy.
Okay. I kind of want to go play the game now.
It's a pretty phenomenal game.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we all in the initiative order?
Yup.
Cool.
Dear God.
So, the first one is the Captain Killer. He looks at you and goes, "Oh, ha! Dukrose men." And he obviously isn't very good at English, but he's gonna throw a javelin at you at Breaker. I don't know why it's an advantage, but 13. Did they hit your armor class?
AC is 16.
All right, so he throws this javelin, and it's a silver javelin, and as it flies through the air, Flapjacks, you look over to see what's going on, and you just see it stick right in this wall, go brrrr, just missing your face. That's his turn. Oh, he's also going to run up too, by the way. Right there. 5, 10, 15, 16. Yep, right there. All right. So, Flapjacks, you're up.
Move up from behind the wall, and then I'll go ahead and just cast Sacred Flame on the one on the boat.
DC 13. And let's see if he makes that save. It is 8. So, you say Sacred Flame?
Correct.
All right. So this bugbear looks at you and he sees you emerge from the shadows, and he sees you do some kind of weird arcane movement with your hands. And as he looks up, as he gets ready to throw his javelin, something bright happens right above his head. He doesn't know what's happening because it's pitch black dark, and this light shoots down these flames from the heavens, and he takes 8 damage on top of what he already is damaged. And he immediately, you see his ear kind of like start burning, and he starts hitting his ear to put it out. All right, is that all you want to do?
Grab the javelin from the wall,
Okay, cool.
and that's it.
Yeah, all right. You'll use half your movement to do that, but that's fine.
All right.
All right, this bugbear, the same bugbear that's on fire. Oh, he's so mad at the fact that you just did that he knows it was you that just did that. So he's gonna chuck a javelin right at you. You take javelin, I give you javelin. Shit. 16. What is your AC?
18.
Woo! Same thing. It's funny. It's almost comical because everybody sees you kind of like just at the wall. And you're like, yeah, and then you look, and then almost in the exact same spot, it goes right back. And you're coming up, you almost look at yourself like, wait, what the hell? And you notice, oh, he just threw it at you right now.
I got 2 javelins now.
There you go. All right, Vindoc.
All right, so
Anna, you're on deck.
this guy's dead, right?
Yes.
All right, and he's still alive. All right. This one is 60 feet, and I'm close to that. So I'm going to throw some vicious mockery at him, at the bottom guy here.
Here comes the
And I'm going to say, were you born or defecated?
That is pretty good.
That's that gold right there.
Oh, that's beautiful. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Unfortunately, he makes it though.
Damn it.
He goes, defecated. Like he didn't find that funny or mean at all. He was like, that make a lot of sense.
Damn.
All right, is that all you want to do?
I'm gonna throw some. Oh wait, no, we haven't rested yet. I have no bardic inspiration. Damn it! All right, that's it.
All right,
Yeah.
Anna, you're up. Mikhail, you're on deck.
Gotcha.
All right. Move over here. Oops. Wrong tool. Move over here next to Vendek. And then I'm going to.
You can move 2 spaces to the left of that because your movement speed is what?
Oh, my move is 30. Sorry.
Yeah, so move 2 over to the left and you're good. Yeah, you're good.
And then I'm going to I'm going to hit him with this guy, whatever his name is. Oh, there we go. This guy, we're going to hit him with Frostbite.
Frostbite?
Yeah. Which, why does it not roll? I need to figure out what's going on. Oh,
I think it's
he has to do it. He has to roll a Constitution 13th.
All right. So, con of 13. 9. The creature must take my Constitution saving throw on damage disadvantage. It has disadvantage on the next attack it roll.
I guess he takes 1 point.
He takes 1 point of damage. Perfect. All right, so he takes 1 point of damage, and you see him grab now his sword. Oh no, he has a javelin, 2 javelins, I think. No, he grabs his Morning Star, and as he grabs it and starts to spin it and wind it up and almost flourish it, you can see him almost stiffen up, and you can see little ice crystals form on his hand. And as he's spinning it, you can see the pieces of ice flying off and hitting the water and the wall and everything like that. Not too big, but you can definitely tell it's hit him. All right, is that it?
That's it.
All right. Mikhail, you're up.
All right.
Beskar, you're on deck.
I run up to here. The guy on the boat's still alive, right?
Correct.
Okay. I look at him. I see him hurting. I'm like, shit, I haven't rested. I can't use that. Damn, I can't use that. God damn it. So I cast Eldritch Blast at him.
That's what you say? You say all this stuff to him?
Yeah. I say it to myself.
Can't use that. Can't use that. God damn it.
And I cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice. So you cast Eldritch Blast and oh, attack is 15. You miss.
Damn.
So the beams of energy, you see him emanate around your arm and form like a snake almost, and you throw it at him, and this ball of force comes directly at him, and he moves just out of the way, and you can hear the psh of the window breaking in the back of the force destroying it. Is that all you want to do?
Yep.
Cool. Breaker, you're up. Flapjacks, get ready.
All right. I tell the group, take care of this one. And I'm talking about the one in front of us.
Okay.
Go.
And I move here. I'm sorry, I moved there.
Okay.
Gave me line of sight.
Damn.
Thank you.
Can I use a bonus action without attacking?
No. You have to use an action first in order to use your bonus action. Or first or later, but you could just use... You have to use an action at one point during your turn to use a bonus action.
All right, I just walked to the end of the dock, and that's it.
Hey, man, you gave me line of sight. That's all that mattered.
All right.
That's why I didn't attack him in the first place.
Cool. All right. So, Breaker's done. Bugbear 2, which is the one on the bottom, looks at you and says, oh, Oh, you scaly meat. I like scaly meat. And he's going to run up to you with that morning star spinning and flourishing.
He has disadvantage.
And has disadvantage. Oh, but that doesn't make it anyway, right?
No.
I'm gonna roll again just in case he crit fails. But yes, that was supposed to be a disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me. And it's not a crit fail. So he runs up to you and spins. He spins as he flourishes this morning star. And as he swings at you, you duck down and you just see the post of the wood just splinter off into the sea and almost hit his friend over here. You just see like an explosion. He screams as Flapjacks is up.
So I'll take the javelin that I have and I will run at the one in front of Beskar.
You're gonna stab him or you're gonna throw it?
I'm gonna stab him. Run at him with it. Yeah, so I have to roll a d20 because I don't have it on my list.
No, roll two. I know what you have it. So 2d6 and then add your strength to that.
Oh, so I'm just gonna automatically hit him?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're actually right. Yeah. Attack him first. An 11. The 11 misses completely, but you have to be up there next to him to do this. So you're right there. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you miss him completely. You almost it almost looks like an orchestrated event happening. He runs up, swings at Beskar. Swings. I would have had that if you rolled a natty 1, by the way. He swings at Beskar and misses, splinters this wood off, and right when he misses, you stab towards his head, and it goes right over him. All right, is that all you want to do?
Yes.
All right. Big boy upstairs is going to see all this going on, and he's going to use his action to pull out a horn and go, and it's an alert horn.
Ah, look.
Fuck.
All right, Vendoc, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on this dude here. Oh, I can't pick the guy. This guy.
My bad.
Wow.
That did not go through. Whatever you're gonna roll, you got a natural 20 on that. On his wisdom saving throw.
That sucks. Well,
Fuck.
So what did you say to him to make him not laugh so much?
hideous laughter. Oh, did I see something? Okay, well then, are all your weapons this pathetic? Didn't work. Obviously, that's why it didn't work.
He looks at his horn and goes, I think he's right. Okay, is that all you're gonna do?
That's all I can do.
Dana, you're up. Mikhail, you're on deck.
Fucking
All right. I'm gonna move here. We're gonna cast the. We'll just cast frostbite on this guy again.
Is that a cone or is that line of sight?
It is. Can link it, I guess.
Doesn't say anything about being a cone, so I think it's just line of sight, and it's instantaneous. So yeah, it should be fine. Okay, go ahead. So you cast it, and he needs to make a what saving throw? Constitution. 13. 18. Ooh, sorry, man. This time he sees it coming, and he almost ducks out of the way. He feels this frosty bite hit his shoulder as it passes him up, but he missed. You missed. Okay, you're up. All right, is that all you want to do, Benna?
Yeah, sorry, that's it.
Okay, you're up. Beskar, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to here. And I look at my hand, say, don't you fail me again. And I cast Eldritch Blast again. Fucking hell.
So you cast it, and he he totally sees you coming and he hides. Actually, well, he kind of just ducks out of the way and gets below deck, like not below deck, but underneath the rails, because he knows exactly what you're trying to do because he saw that snake-like thing come out and go towards him. Is that all you want to do?
Yep. I'm calling DM hacks.
All right, Beskar, you're up.
Alrighty then.
Or Breaker. I don't know why it's showing Beskar.
Looks like I saved the day again.
Gotta kill him first.
Well.
All right. So
Yeah.
He was playing.
he sees Flapjacks. He sees Flapjacks miss, and as he reaches up his great club, he holds it with such fruition that you can almost hear the creaking of the wood cracking and almost like sandpaper coming off of his hands. And he pushes down so hard onto this bugbear that all that frost that was on him before just shatters along with parts of his skull that's inside of his head still. And you can see like his skull and his eye kind of move socket and placement as his body turns lifeless and he falls in the water.
All right, so what would you lot do without me? And I cast an echo.
Okay. Where do you want to cast it?
I don't know how to mark it on the map.
Just hold down.
Just click and hold down.
Okay, I'll see this.
yeah.
Right there.
Opalash, thank you
Everybody,
for the follow.
welcome his Echo Breaker to the game. I don't know if you want to call it that. I just think it sounds fucking cool.
I was like, what? I missed that part.
I named him Echo Breaker. I don't know if you want to call him that, but it's
Yeah, I saw that.
cool.
I like that. That's nice.
Opalash, thank you for the follow.
I have control over him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so you summon him. What do you want to do?
That's more or less it.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
Flapjacks, you're up. What's up?
Sketchy. Message for you in Twitch. Bobby said, "Make us proud." Just relaying the info. Okay. What the fuck is? Oh, that's your thing. I was like, what the fuck did I miss? Okay, whose turn is it?
Flapjacks, you're up.
Okay.
Flapjacks is up. Down there. And then I'll just cast Sacred Flame on him.
Approach midnight. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why the alerts aren't showing up. What the fuck?
Oof. Once again, he has learned from you guys very quickly that you guys are very good at ranged attacks. He sees Makeo's, a couple of Makeo's softballs of pure force run right through him, and being burned already once by a radiant damage, he sees it coming again, and he jumps and just barely misses him. Done?
Yeah.
Done?
One attack, yeah.
All right. He is going to see. He knows where that came from, but he also sees the people in front of him, and he sees this image in front of him of this dragon. So he's automatically going to attack him. He's going to move up to him and hit him with his Morning Star. And that is a 16. Does a 16 hit? Yes, a 16 hits your armor class. So as he swings, he brings it sideways, and with pure ferocity and viciousness, he swings, and he's expecting a blood-curdling scream, and the image of Beskar disappears as he sits there wondering, just sitting there in confusion and awe, and that's all he's gonna do. Pendok, you're up. Banner, you're on deck.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start moving here. How far can I walk at a speed of 25? So I can go to south here.
Are you planning on attacking? Because if you're not going to attack, you can use your action to dash. And so basically you'll double your movement.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let's see. This was half. So 5, 10, 15, 25. There you go. Okay.
All right, cool. Banner, you're up. Mikhail, you're on deck.
All right. I'm just gonna move a little closer to the edge here, and I'm gonna hit this guy with the old frost.
The old frosty trick.
Yeah.
Good old Frosty.
Woo! So he goes. He's looking very confused on what's going on, and as he's looking confused, he sees what you're trying to do because he saw what you already did to his friend, and he pulls his javelin out immediately. And you could see his arms tensing up as he pulls back, and he, with pure force and the momentum, he pushes forward to throw the javelin, and that momentum freezes, and the momentum continues as he freezes, and he's holding the javelin at the very end, and tips down, and breaks into 1,000 pieces.
The javelin breaks, or he? Oh, thank God.
He does.
Dude, 1 point of damage.
Yeah, he was. You just needed him once.
He lived a lot
Yeah.
longer than he should.
Yeah, he did.
All right, fellas. I think we need to get on this boat because that guy did just honk his horn there, and we probably got a bunch of those damn drums coming again right behind us.
Let's go. I know a little something about sailing. Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Everybody
Okay,
agree?
so as you guys are running and getting on board, you do hear the very close now, and you see all these men right here jump on board with you guys.
Who are these guys?
You see one of them. You see them all jump on with you guys without even asking. They just run onto the boat, and there's one guy left behind, and you can see him talking to the guy dying on the floor. And this guy right here, the guy dying on the floor, he looks at him, and you can see that they're having a very intense conversation. And he hobbles over here, while all the other guys, including the guy he was just talking to, jump on the boat. As all this is going on, you hear the captain go, this is the captain, go, cast off!
So,
And cast off now. And the guys that are on the boat immediately start pulling up the anchors and taking the walk plank out and everything. And you could tell that you guys are not moving yet. Now you look behind at the deck and you see wolves, dire wolves, and goblins riding them. And they come and they get up to this guy. Right before they get up to him, you can see this arcane magic happen from his hands as he moves them in a weird circular motion. And almost like a Hadouken, he pushes forward, and you just see the sails just take light and look alive for the first time you've ever seen them like this. And you guys, boom, take off out of the port, all on your feet, because you guys were not expecting that, as he sits there and falls to his knees. Beskar, you're in the back. The last thing you see is the captain of the ship falling and being killed by the army and swarm of the Faylin Empire.
fuck.
Faylin dynasty.
Probably could have gave that guy a potion.
Are we still in range? I could try to heal him.
You
I
guys,
don't know.
you guys are gone. I don't know if you guys saw your screen, but you guys are gone.
Gone.
All right. Matt, quick check. How's that looking on the screen? Is
We're
that
good.
good still?
Yeah, I adjust it every time.
Cool.
Quick, before we start, somebody in chat is asking if you are Filipino, Sonny.
What asshole is that?
Actually, a friend of mine.
Oh, now I feel like an asshole. I'm so sorry. All of my friends always make fun of me and say I'm Filipino. I'm not. I'm full Mexican. Although I do look like Kim Jong Un, so that should
Never
say
go
something
full
right
Mexican.
there. So my apologies to your friend. I didn't mean to offend.
All right,
But the more you get to know me, you'll think it's more funny. Anyway,
we're good to go.
You're still offensive.
That was beautiful, by the way. Okay, cool. So, you guys are on the ship. All right, you guys are on the ship. The ship is old. It's creaking. The waves slowly take you out through the fog, and as you enter the fog, you almost tense up like an enemy coming towards you. And as the fog swallows you, you get a sense of relaxation. The waves are somewhat calm, but you guys are moving forward. What do you guys want to do?
I
need to
want to
huddle
talk
up.
to the crew and see if they know how to get us where we need to go.
Where are we going? Is the question.
All right. Before you guys start talking about that, an old man comes up to you. An old, grizzled, half-orc man. He goes, "All right. So, what are you guys doing on our ship?"
Do it on our ship.
I'm pretty sure we just saved your asses, so we're gonna need your help.
Which I do appreciate. There's nothing wrong with that. I definitely appreciate it. And then another guy comes up and goes, "Sorry. My friend here, he's a little shooken up from all the stuff that just happened. My apologies, but we are the owners of this ship. This is our actual fishing ship that was used by the dynasty to, be in their war. Of course, our captain didn't want to have us part of all this, but we just got wrapped up in a bad situation. That's the reason why we were in the situation that we were. We don't like all the killing. We don't like all the death. We don't want any of that. That is not something that the Faylin dynasty is known for. They're known for peace. And I don't know why all gods, they started attacking and came to invade or anything like that. But when they employed us and forced us to use our ship, we really had no choice. And we mutinied. That was it. And you just saw our captain. He gave his life so we can get away and live our lives. So if you guys want to kill us, we're gonna put up a fight, and we won't hold on to what we believe in.
At least
We won't
they
let
gave
go
you
of
guys
what
a
we believe.
chance.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain.
Beskar laughs and walks over to the dude and pats him on his head. That's real cute. Real cute.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, with that, we don't have a captain per se. I don't know how to really. I know how to run certain things on the ship, but not a very good captain. I'm also not a very good with my specific accent because I keep switching. But anyway, we need a captain, and I don't know if you guys know how to run a ship or not.
So you say you're from the Faylin dynasty?
Yes.
So then you'd know how to get back there.
For the most part, yes. We usually have, the captain has his dragon that, he uses for that, but he was our captain and navigator.
Well, I feel like we need to get to that Faylin dynasty, so if you guys can help us get that way.
Well, I think the best way to do this is, let's come on. Maybe, let's come over here, and he leads you to the deck. All this is happening at night, by the way. This ship and this map is all during the day stuff, but it's actually at night because I couldn't find a good map. They all kind of huddle together. They take you up here to the wheel, and they all kind of huddle together, and they say, "So, why are you guys going to the dynasty? Aren't you guys part of the empire?"
My sister was taken by these Faylin bastards, and we need to go find her. And really, the only lead I've got is that it's there.
I'm not part of any empire, but the Faylin dynasty, they owe me. I got some unfinished business with them.
There's a lot of hidden rage over there that's going to help in this.
All right. Well, you can't just rush in the middle of a war. I hate to tell you that, friend. Yeah, just to get your friend back, you can't just rush in the middle of a camp. That makes no sense. Let's see. And you can see that they're all of them are like kind of like talking, like whispering to each other, and they go, "No, you can't do that. No, you can do that. You can." And then the old man just like stops everyone from talking and goes, "Look, they're taking her back to liberation. It's a stronghold. That's the Empire stronghold, the dynasty stronghold. You can't take them there. You can't go there. But," and he kind of looks at everybody else, and they all kind of nod, and he goes, "Kesh. If we take you to Kesh, we can avoid a lot of the military there, and we can find a way to maybe get her, or you can find a way to get her transporting to the prison."
Enough of this. And I start closing my eyes and saying power, and Viper's curse appears in my hand, and I stab it into right in front of the wheel. You're gonna go where I tell you take us. You know this sword.
Not really. I don't. I've never seen that sword before.
Oh, you know this sword. It's the one everybody wants. On the 7 seas, 8 seas, however many fucking seas there are. You know this sword.
This guy's always talking about a sword, so like.
Well, that's nice and all, and I take it you're captain material, so that's great, and that's fine because we asked you already who wants to be the captain. My younger friend over here. I personally don't mind. So if you want to be our captain, that's fine. But what I'm trying to tell you and counsel you on is the fact that you can't just go rushing in there.
Oh no, I agree. But you're gonna get us close.
Then why are you stabbing our ship? What's the point of that? You could have just said so.
Your ship.
Yes, it's all of our ships.
Beskar elbows Flapjack.
Fine. Captain.
Some of your boobs missing?
Huh?
I think there's something wrong with long ears. Like,
as you see that, as you guys are talking and all this emotion and emotion and commotion are going on, you hear coming from this cage that's covered.
Is there someone in there taking a shit? Because I don't.
It's a 3x3 cage.
3x3.
So there's definitely somebody in there taking a shit. Who's in the cage?
Let's uncover the cage.
The fairy.
So you uncover the cage. So as you guys are talking, Flapjack walks over and uncovers the cage, and you see.
Oh, motherfucker, it gets so much more complicated now.
Small dragon.
Shit.
It's not mine.
It's sad.
I'm not bothered.
It's looking sad. And the second you take it off, it automatically goes, and it kind of looks around and doesn't know what to do. It's just like it almost looks feral at that point because it's in fight or flight mode, and you can tell it's in fight mode, but you really can't tell. And as it's up there, he kind of scans and looks around, and he looks at Beskar and kind of like gives him this weird look because he's draconic. And he starts smelling in his direction, and you could tell that he tries to snap at him, but it's not. He's in the cage.
Does he say Papa?
What you do notice, though, is Bana standing off to the side, and when he looks at Bana, he sniffs at him. He gives you a little towards your direction, and he goes.
He's gassy. Aw.
One of the men goes, I think he might like you, lad. And they all kind of start laughing, and he goes, maybe you should feed him. That might make him feel a little better. And one of the old men hands Bana the bag, and inside the bag are just dead rats.
Makeo clenches his fist, Viper's curse disappears, he just walks to the stern of the ship, looking back at the water with his head down like, oh, fuck.
Bana, do you want to do anything, or are you just going to stand there with a bag of rats?
I'll throw some dead rats in there.
Okay. Well, as he's doing that, as you start putting the rats in there, he kind of like gets real scared, and he starts chewing on the rat fat, the rat meat, and then he kind of looks at you and tries to lick your hand. And you can tell that the cage has an opening in the front, just big enough for him.
Wait, how big was he?
He's like a foot and a half. He's not
Oh,
very
small.
big. Yeah, he's
Okay.
small. He's a small little dragon.
Imagine this big thing. Like, take my arm off. Maybe Tiger King, but with.
Say that again.
I was gonna bite my arm off. Okay.
So you put your arm. You see, you put your arm in there. I can hear you on that one.
No, sorry. I thought he was big enough to bite my arm off.
Oh no! He's small. He's small and
Fucking
tiny.
dragon.
Yeah, he's a dragon. He's a baby dragon. He's a dragon.
Dragon. That's why I'm at the back of the ship just going, oh my fucking god.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
You all know that I'm very uncomfortable with this turn of events.
Well, the old man walks up to the cage and he goes, "Oh, you guys are too scared. What are you doing? You with your sword, your magical sword." And he kind of like bows and goes, "Captain," and he unlatches the cage, and you can see it like crawl up his arm and go, "Ow, ow," and he's like just staring at Bana.
This thing
I walk,
really like.
I walk up to the orc and I backhand him for disrespecting our captain.
So you're small, and this orc is kind of big. So you slapped him on the ass.
I,
Hey, whoa.
Check thing to do.
Look there, little man. We're not that kind of sailors, okay?
Classic.
All right, Captain. I don't know what you who you involved with. That's not my business.
Fuck.
So, how do we get to the cash place? But
Huh?
how do we get the cash? Since this is supposedly the place we should go.
Well, the best way to do it before we do anything, our navigator usually attunes to this dragon, and he died. So the navigator is attuned to the dragon. The dragon kind of points him in the direction where he needs to go. Quite honestly, I don't really have any luck with dragons, but I know this one doesn't really kill. He's too small. And then you could tell he's still staring at Vanna, so...
I think Banna's got this. Like, I think he can really do something there.
Do I know what quote unquote attuned to a dragon? Do I know what that means, or?
So when you attune to something, you almost like melt. You guys' minds kind of meld together, and you can control it, and you can be part of it. And he's basically your friend, and you can do whatever you want with him. But
Right, like my character, like Vanna has knowledge of this ritual or whatever this is.
Vanna, seeing that you are a furbolg, you do have you're very good with animals.
Okay. Then try. I can attempt.
Okay. Roll a animal handling check for me, please.
Oh dear god.
Little handling. I do. Sure. Roll it.
I'm gonna roll an opposing one because he doesn't know you. He's just trying to be nice. Oh, okay.
Beat that shit.
And
Ha! He turned his DM hacks off.
did you guys see the roll, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a six?
Huh?
a mysterious roll.
Did you guys see the roll number though?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, cool.
16.
So it
Turned your hacks off. Mm-hmm.
apparently. So it you go up to it and you feed it another rat and it kind of just goes and it kind of starts crawling up your arm and kind of stops eating and it just tries to get close to you. And as it's getting closer to you, you could feel your heartbeat go and all of a sudden your heartbeat changes to and it kind of sets you back for just a second because you don't know what's going on, but you realize that's not your heartbeat. It's his heartbeat, and you can feel it. And you can feel almost like a connection in your mind coming between you two. And it gets closer and closer, and you feel the worriedness of this dragon and the confinement of this cage, and you almost go into tears on how bad it was when he was pulled from his family. And what do you want to name him?
Can be McGillicuddy.
Well, Jesus. Of course, you have to choose the one name that I don't know how to spell. Okay, anyway, his name's McGillicuddy. So you feel him attuned to you, and McGillicuddy is he just starts licking your ear, and then right before the actual, there it is, right before the actual attunement is complete, you hear from a seagull, and he turns his head and he flies off into the distance. But you got mostly attuned with him before he flew off, and he kind of put you in a spot where you feel warm when you're going in that direction, and you know that that's the direction you need to go. So you instinctually just take the wheel and you start turning it to the left and to the right, and the feeling of warmth from what he showed you and the combination of that warmth you got growing up in the forest and being home drives you to go a certain direction, and you immediately turn the wheel to the right and you stop it, and you know that's the direction you need to go.
Cool.
Fucking
So
dragons.
you are officially the navigator of the ship, by the way.
All right. Good
All
luck,
right.
man.
You know, it's gonna take a little time to get there, so I kind of want to take a rest. You know, to be able to get back some certain spells and things like that.
Cool. Well, before this goes on, before anything else goes on, I just want to let you know, just give you the what happens on the ship. The levels of the ship. There is the captain's bridge, which is the wheel and everything, and where the cage was. Under the captain's bridge is the captain's quarters, where his personal belongings are. You also have the brig and the deck and the galley. The galley is full of the gunpowder, which are half soaked and everything like that, and the brig is just the jail cells, basically. So the captain's quarters are directly under you, basically.
I'll go investigate the captain's quarters.
Okay. So
See if
as
I
you
can
go into
find
the
anything useful.
the captain's quarters, you open the door and you almost kick it open because it kind of creaks and it's a little hard to open. And then the doors slam open, and it looks just like a regular room. There's a desk right there with an oil lamp next to it. The torches are dimly lit compared to the rest of the deck that is very, very, very lit. It's very dimly lit, and you see that there is nothing in there but a pile of clothes in the corner and a desk.
I'll go sit at the desk.
Okay.
Just
So
thinking.
you sit. Okay. So as you're sitting and thinking at the desk, you hear a clicking sound, like a tick, 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 tick sound, and it's coming from the drawer. As you're leaning against the drawer, you can hear it, almost like a taunt, something taunt being pulled.
Oh, fuck.
And with that, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I rolled an 11.
Oops. Hold on.
No, fam. I see a 3.
Yeah.
I see a
That's
3.
damage.
Let me do
That was a damage. But yes, that's fine. I'll give you that. I should have rolled the d20 first. The first one was the d10 for the damage. 17 was the roll for the actual attack. So you are going to take 3 points of piercing damage, bludgeoning damage, as you see a small little cannon in the corner go pew, and shoot off and just hit you in the eye. And with that, you feel the drawer kind of unlock a little bit and open.
With my left hand covering my eye, I've come this far. Fuck it. Reach into the drawer and search.
All right. When you reach, you see this.
Ho ho.
Yes, boys, it took a while, but I got you a fucking.
Is that Margaritaville?
Yeah, that's Jimmy Buffett's right there in the corner.
Can you send
Oh,
that?
I said away again. Huh? What?
Can you send that to me? Since I guess I found
I
the
will.
map, so I can have it
Yes.
at all times.
I will send it to all of you guys and put it in everything you need.
Cool.
All right. I'm gonna send you guys, put you guys back on the map first. I'm back on the ship. So y'all just rustling around, and the pow of the little gun of the little cannon. You hear in the other corner of the room rustling from a figure coming from the corner, rustling out under a pile of clothes.
I ignite a
Ouch.
flame in my hand. Ready.
And then he goes, "You see this?" Aha! Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard! I am Flint. I am the captain of this ship. As you can see, I'm the captain because I have a cool hat and my uniform is nice and shiny. So are you coming here to swab the decks, or what do you want to do there, my second mate? Because I don't know you that well.
Second mate. I think you got it confused.
What do you mean? I'm the captain. And as you're looking at him, you can see as he steps into the light, he's a short little kobold. And you guys have run into kobolds before. There's the little dragon guys. And his feet are still wet and muddy and sandy. And he continues to tell you, well, so you're a funny fella. I'll tell you what. I'll let you swab the decks for free.
Funny little shit.
Alrighty. Are you here to set the sails? Are we here to be part of the ocean crew? And you can see he's kind of like looking around and stumbling and kind of just doesn't know what he's talking about for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Funny. Very, very funny. And I yell for Beskar. Bring that old man, that goblin with you.
There's goblins on here? Where? And then he looks around and he's like, oh, shit. So you're going to take him, or what are you going to do?
Well, Beskar, do you ever show up? Why are you making that face, bro? Like,
Is my name Luggage or Fetch?
no, but trusted confidant? I don't fucking know.
Captain,
I
Captain.
want to carry some shit.
He runs up. The old man runs up and he goes, Captain, what's going on? Now that we have our head in, what's the name of our ship?
We'll get to that in a moment. What the fuck is this?
What do you mean? What the fuck is that? And he looks and he goes and he sees this little cold water. He goes, what do you mean? I'm your captain. You're not the captain. And he kind of like just kind of backs up and doesn't know what the hell's going on. I don't know him. How would I know him? Of course you know me. I'm your captain for years. And he kind of starts winking at him with his hat obviously too big, his captain's hat.
Mm-hmm. Funny, so you're the captain, huh?
Yes.
So, Mr. Captain.
Yes.
What's the name of the ship?
Dr. Captain, if you don't mind me telling ya. The name of the ship is the Coal Boat. Yeah, Coal Boat. That's the name of it. Not because I'm just a coal boat, but because it's a coal boat. See what I did there? And he kind of walks up to you and gives you a little, like, nod and give you the elbow.
Oh my
Guys?
God.
Guys?
No.
Guys?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. No? Okay.
Beskar, I mean, it's funny, but so it's just starting to get annoying. But, I mean, he's your race. What do you want to do with him?
Excuse me?
I mean, he's dragonish. You're dragonish. I don't just want to go around murking people.
All kinds of problem with that.
All right. As you guys are arguing, and this little guy is telling you what he's telling you and trying to convince you that he's the captain, and I am the captain now, you hear, get ready!
We hear what?
Captain! Road approaching! Point!
Oh shit.
I run up to the deck, captain's deck. I'll deal with you later, you little shit.
Port side is left side. What do you guys want to do? He said it's coming from this direction.
I run up to the captain's deck, port side. Look to the. You said they were goblins or orcs?
Hold on, I didn't. Both. They're just a mixture of everything.
Where are they in? A little dinghy or another boat?
He said rowboat. Port side.
A rowboat caught up to us.
Did we
Okay.
catch up?
Boots.
I speak goblin and orc, so I start shouting orders at them to prepare cannons. Can anybody identify? Basically, just spewing orders, getting ready for battle.
What is the? Where are you guys? Tell me where you guys are placed.
I am right here.
So you're not on port side.
Wait.
Port side's on the left side. Port side's on the.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. Everybody else?
I was kind of hanging out up front.
Okay.
I'm in the outlook. Up top.
Where's that little midget fucker at though? Like, where's that little shit?
Quint? Oh, he's still in the captain's quarters.
Is he here?
You guys stay here. I'm gonna stay in here and make sure that the captain's quarters doesn't get messed up.
Is Z here? Do we need to take a quick break?
Yeah, Z is with you guys. No, he's here with you right now.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure it out. Alright, so I keep shouting in Orcish and Goblin and asking how close, cannons loaded.
You just hear a rowboat hit the side, and one of your first mates or whatever, one of your sailors, drops a torch right on top of it, and you see a rowboat just waving and sitting in the ocean, and there's no one on it.
Huh.
So there's
Then,
a rowboat.
from behind you, Mikhail, you hear,
The hell?
and Arbane is standing directly behind you, trying to look over and see what you guys are looking at.
Are we ever gonna get a rest?
Arbane. Arbane? Arbane? Well, this is awkward. Arbane is still drinking, apparently.
Hey, what are you guys looking at?
What the actual fuck?
There he is.
Yeah,
Get
that's
off guard.
exactly how I feel. Mm-hmm.
Where the hell
Come
did
out of the tunnel. You guys are gone. I go to the pub. It's destroyed. I try and track you down. I get in a rowboat, find you at sea. Do you know how hard?
And then as you say hard, he stops. And it catches all of you guys' attention. It's Arbane that you haven't seen since before the Empire attacked, or right when the Empire attacked. He just disappeared with your loot, disappeared with everything you had. And all of a sudden, he took a rowboat to find you guys and is standing there in a weird slack-jawed motion, still trying to describe, and he just goes, R. And you hear that R, that long R sound, go on for a weird second, and then you hear 3 distinctive clicks. Arbane's mouth stops with using the word R, saying R, and his mouth just slacks open. His eyes, they dilate and open up wide. His back cracks and straightens in a weird, very odd, uncharacteristic position. Very, very straight. You notice a scar above his of Mikhail right in front of you, actually, and so does Z. You notice a scar above his right eye start to throb and glow a little bit. And in the torchlight, it looks weird because you see the flicker in the torchlight, but then it gets even weirder when you see the actual scar itself turn blue, and his eye itself starts dilating and turns like a translucent blue that you can kind of see a flicker coming out of. And as he's staring at you with his mouth open, eyes open wide, you hear, like a film reel, like, and his eye just brightens up, and you see in front of you in like a 12 by 12 a picture of Mr. Nine. Arbane standing right there, almost like a projector, and you just hear, and that picture of Mr. Nine shows up very vague, but you know who it is. And right before you kind of start saying something, you hear out of the mouth of Arbane, "Ah, the men of mayhem. Alas, my message can reach your ears. I can only assume you're all in one piece after all this madness surrounding us. For obvious reasons, I called back my associate with my property. Sounds like your encounter with the Empire's men wasn't very peaceful. But, nonetheless, you completed your job for me. And with that being said, I have your payment, along with some work when we meet again. Your unorthodox practices may be frowned upon with others, but not with me. Till then, my associate will accompany you. I don't want my new acquaintances being lost in this war. I may be underground, but my reach goes far farther than anyone knows. I have my ways of tracking you down, so don't find me. I'll find you. We'll be in touch." And then you hear that. Arbane slowly starts to slouch down again, his mouth closes, and Arbane looks like he comes back to life.
It is to row a boat to the middle of the ocean.
What are you? So you don't know anything that just happened?
Rowed a boat, and I'm telling you that it sucked. I don't.
The dude's a human projector.
What is that? What?
Mr. Nine just gave us a message coming from your eye and your mouth as you just went full stop like a robot that needed to be winded up again, like a little toy. What the fuck are you?
You remember how I told you before, like, I don't remember a lot of stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that might be it. I've been trying to figure out, I like lose time sometimes. And I don't know why.
So you're a puppet for Mr. Nine, then?
I mean, I work for the guy. Pays me okay.
Uh-huh. Speaking of payment, do you have ours?
No.
What the hell? He sends you without the payment?
He didn't send me.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Came out of the tunnel. You guys were gone. Went to go find you guys at the pub to get our payment. You weren't there. And then I rode out here because I saw y'all getting on a boat.
How did you even row fast enough to catch up with us?
Very talented.
I guess. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I grew up on the sea.
Yeah, so did I.
What?
I've never seen anybody row that fast.
Now you have?
Not living.
I mean, I'm living here.
Are you, though?
All right. Flint goes, I'm trying to get some shut-eye. What are you guys doing? Your captain is speaking. And I shouldn't be right now. I need my rest. So if I can have you guys just lower it down just a tad bit. And he goes back into the captain's quarters.
Don't throw this guy overboard.
That guy's the captain?
No.
This is a weird... All right, whatever.
No.
I've served weird captains.
God damn it. I'm trying to stay in character. God damn it. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Somebody else go.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Here.
You guys want to kill this guy? What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to go see if I can find myself somewhere to go to bed. I'm sleeping.
Who, the little
You guys,
shit?
is there any food on this? Kind of hungry.
We got some provisions if you like downstairs.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Come on down.
All right. I'm Arbane. What's your name?
Jimmy Crowfoot. And as you look down, you see he's an orc, but he has like a metal foot that has like three sticks sticking out of it. And it's basically a peg leg, but he put 3 sticks on it to make it look like he has toes.
All right. Cool, Jimmy. Let's go eat.
All right, I like you. So he walks you downstairs and takes you to go eat. What else are you guys doing?
I'm just.
And Doc, you say you're gonna rest?
Yeah, I'm finding a place the most comfortable place I can find. If the captain's chamber looks like it's got a bed, I might go just jump in there.
You get rid of that little shit, you can sleep in there.
Roll a d20, Bendoc.
All right.
Okay. He's asleep. You hear as you slowly walk in there, almost peacefully to not disturb him. And then you hear the beautiful sounds of horns blasting from his bagpipes. And you just see Flint run out and go, your daddy's sleeping around you. Your captain is upset. And he kind of just gets out and walks out of the door and sits next to the stairs and puts his hat back down and falls back to sleep.
Sweet. I'm gonna go get myself comfortable.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and take a long rest now. And as a matter of fact, we'll just take our first break with that.
All right, everybody, we are going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Probably need to do some camera adjusting and stuff like that, but we will be right back.
And we're back.
And we're back, everybody. Had
you gotta
to
give
do a
me-
stretch break and all that good shit. Sonny, you can take it from here.
From now on, do the old Wayne's World. What is it? 3, 2.
Whatever. We're
You
learning.
didn't say 2 or 1.
You don't say 2 or 1. Wait. Oh wait, you do say. Fuck.
There you
Fucked
go.
up my joke.
Here you go. 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
And with that.
Oh, I'll take that. That's pretty. I like that. Oh. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are back with Through the Never, and I hope you guys had a good break. Hope you guys aren't doing any recreational drugs. Just kidding. I don't give a fuck what you do. Enjoy the game. We're going to continue on where we left off. And as the night carries on, the dark consumes the soft rocking ship. The torchlight along the ship rails keeps the ship from being swallowed into the dark. The sounds of oceans break upon the bow. The creaking of softwood flexes and bends, making noises and whispers at the chill of the sea's salty water. And as you guys are resting, your little friend Flint gets up and he goes,
What's the matter with you guys? Do you like sleeping with the lights on? I'm the captain here.
and he starts walking over to the torchlights and he starts to put them out. And you can see he's having a hard time trying to put them out because there is caked wax in a pile under each one because these lights look like they never go out. And as he tries to go over there, an old man runs up to him and goes, "What are you doing? You can't do that. No, don't. We can't be in the dark. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with this one? He's not our captain." He keeps the captain hat and he throws it to Mikhail. That's on the, I'm assuming, on the top.
Yep,
Up there?
I'm still up there.
And he goes, "Stop fucking around. You're gonna get us killed. You'll bring the sorrow of the night." So then, when he says the sorrow of the night, one of the guys comes up to you, Mikhail, and he goes, "I don't know what's going on with your little friend over there, but he's gonna get us killed.
Lock him in the
And
brig.
boys, lock him in the brig." And then you see a couple of orcs go over there. "Come on, let's go. I'm your captain." And they just kind of lift him up and put him over his shoulder, and they walk him downstairs. And as that one light that he was putting out goes out, you see they go, tss, and everybody wake up from your sleep and your slumber. You hear your name being called. Everybody. But you don't hear it. But you don't hear it anybody else's name. You just hear your name. And one of the seamen runs over there and lights a torch again, and then
Crazy.
one of the sailors walk over there and light the torch back up, and you hear Beskar, and the word stop, the name stop the second that light turns on.
The hell is that?
The old man goes, "Oh, so you never heard of King Danton the Bright?" And obviously, Vindok, you do know what that is because you have grown up on the port. Same thing with you, McKee. And obviously, and same thing with Arbane too. He knows the story of the Bright King, like Danton the Bright. And he says he leans in and tells Flapjacks, I guess. He's right there in the middle.
Are you still in the
Leans in
crow's
and
nest?
Huh?
Flapjack, are you still in the crow's nest? This is out of character. You're muted, sir.
I'm not muted.
Oh, now you're not. Okay, you're good.
Or no, not.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So as he kind of crowds around you, he goes, "The story of King of Danton the Bright. He sold his daughter to pirates just to control the sea. Very, very greedy man. And found out short after that the ship was lost to the sea. With sorrow and grief, he took to his ship just to find her. Following her cries, he hasn't been seen since.
But legend has it, you can hear the cries late at night when the torches are out. But then it's too late. Her voice will bring you down to the sorrowed soul. Her voice will bring you down to her sorrowed soul at the bottom of the sea. And almost instinctually, Vindok, you kind of know what they're talking about, and you start playing on your bagpipes this song. It's very slow song, very piratey song, and the crew kind of wakes up and they know to start singing because as a crewman, you kind of know that you do that to make the time go by and time pass. And one walks up from the deck, a little elf, and you can hear him. You can hear the song swaying back and forth, and he goes, "The night was bright, the night was full, the clouds were dark, she only knew her pain. Her anger grows and her pain it shows only when it rains. The night was bright for the king of light as he stood on his vow with shame. But the dark drew near and nothing was clear, for her death was filled with pain. But the king's light and sight turned into sorrow and fright at the sound of his daughter's cry. Then the waves grew tall, and our king will fall. For the drink brings us down to her goal." And then he walks back down under the deck. So basically, he just came out for the song. And he goes, "That's why we can't let the lights go out. Because once they go out, well, she'll bring us down to him." That's it.
I throw a copper like, now sing Drunken Sailor.
In B minor.
No, I need that.
All right,
I need that in C plus. I don't even know if that's a thing, but yeah, I needed that.
Sure, why not? Okay, so is there anything else you want to say to that? Want to ask any questions? Anything?
I wipe a tear from my eye.
Oh, okay, good. So as you guys are awaking from your sleep, it's still nighttime, and the ocean breeze and the soft, smooth ocean waves kind of get a little choppy, and slowly but surely you start awakening.
Have I rested yet?
Oh yeah, I said you guys rested. You guys
Okay,
just-
I was like, I haven't slept yet, bro.
We are well rested at this moment.
Okay. Little shit is in the brig. That's good. Little fucker. You said it's starting to get choppier.
That's getting a little choppier.
Have you seen?
Is there anything you guys want to do in character with each other before we move on? Session.
Z, glad you finally woke up.
Thank you.
So I guess I'm gonna walk over to the group and just ask, like, okay, I've been told that I need to stop running into things. When we get to was it Vesk? Is that the name of the place?
Kesh.
Vesh. When we get to Vesh,
With a K. Kesh.
What's the plan
Shout
here?
out to my friend Kesh, who I named it after.
Are we gonna try to kind of sneak into the, because we're not friendly with any of the people here. Will they this dynasty place, are they gonna be mean to? I guess it has Bannon, because maybe he can tell us a little bit. Bannon, like, are we gonna have like targets on our head when we walk out here, or is like, we're gonna be able to walk along and be all right?
I have no idea. Not to.
You guys obviously. So most of you guys, Banna, you know this from experience, but you know the Faylin dynasty holds a bunch of creatures that don't look human. So all the evil creatures and all the bad people you see and all the bad things you see, those are what roam the lands of the Faylin dynasty. So people like Vindok and people like Flapjacks who have a human look to them are definitely going to stand up.
Yeah, some of you might be in trouble.
How much trouble?
They might. You might get seized. I guess I don't really know what happened to people like you, but there's not a lot of you there. Either humanoids never really come by, or they come by and get disappeared. I don't know.
Are there maybe some like creatures that are close to human that maybe we could try to imitate?
Sure, we could try another approach. Like, I would say maybe, what if we got off into a rowboat before we actually docked
I'm not rowing.
to avoid the town altogether?
Maybe go around the edge of it. That
Yeah.
could be a good way to go.
You know, the whole like, don't have your parents drop you off at school, right? Like, walk away.
Before we continue this conversation, I need you guys to move your characters where you want to be talking, because I am assuming you guys do not want to be talking and yelling at each other from different ends of the boat.
I'm over here with Ben.
I stay
I
up
was
here
fine
with
with
Z
yelling.
and catch him up with what happened and kind of about the placing and all that stuff.
Well, he was with you the entire time.
Well, he was asleep.
Oh, okay.
He's just in a coma.
You've just been carrying his unconscious body around?
It magically followed us. I mean, listen, I gotta catch. That was kind of an important conversation, so I gotta kind of catch him up on that. Z, basically, you and Beskar, or should we call him Breaker now, up in the front. Me and Flapjacks and Banna will be behind you, and this is just for combat. And our not so funny but kind of funny little bard will be in the back, making sure we're all healed. And
It's about right there.
It's just think about battle placements. Basically, you and Beskar are our hard hitters that can take a lot of damage. So think of you guys as the tanks that do damage, and then everybody else will be behind you. We'll get there. It's fine. I just wanted to catch you up on that. Okay, continue. I'm standing on the captain's deck, holding my head down.
Okay. If you're going to stay there, I need you to make a perception check to see if you can actually hear what's going on.
So I'm going to move down because my rolls have sucked. And I'm just going to sit on the edge of this cannon right here
Okay.
because my rolls are shit.
Okay, so you guys are close enough to know what you guys are talking about and what you guys' plans are. About maybe taking a rowboat and not going to school in front of your parents. While this is going on, Breaker, your pocket starts to get warm, and you all hear it go.
Oh, fuck.
You just hear different voices emanating from his pocket, and his pocket glows, and it glows almost red hot, but it's not red, it's blue.
Oh, there's something in your front pocket. I've got something in my front pocket for you.
You're right, there is something in my pocket.
Oh, what? Just go ahead and add to it. What the fuck is that, Breaker?
Well, I don't know how elves are built, but
Breaker, what'd you do? What'd you want to do?
how hot is it? Because I got pretty thick skin.
Yeah, it's hot. It's not gonna hurt you, but it's definitely emanating a blue throbbing light.
Is it the stupid
Crazy.
gem I picked up earlier?
Yes.
I take the stupid gem out of my pocket.
And this bright light, it's like lighting up the middle of the ship. And you can see the crewmates are kind of starting to look and figure out what the hell's going on here with this light and all these voices that are coming from it. And then as you kind of cover it, it goes away and you kind of snuff out.
sound.
And then I uncover it. And then I cover it back.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know, but I don't know what this thing is, but last time I touched it, I passed out, so I probably shouldn't put it in my pocket.
It's probably a good idea.
Anybody? What do you want to do?
We should.
Well, I'm not reaching in there to find out what it is.
Somebody needs to deal with his hot throbbing pocket.
Banna, can you call your little pet back?
Oh, I don't know. Is that
You
like
can
a
Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Do that.
Ooh, very nice. So
Shit, did you?
I need to do whisper rolls because whisper rolls make the game even better. And seeing that you guys can see that whisper roll, I will do it on my phone instead. Okay, good to know. You want to call out to it?
Yeah, we can. I guess I can recall it. See if it comes back all out. I don't know what do we need it for. I don't know.
Well,
You need it to go into the pocket.
Who doesn't need a baby dragon?
we need it because we're changing. We need it because we're changing course.
Oh, I see. Sure.
I was about to say, we're about to head into a city or a continent full of non-humans, and y'all can't be making assumptions.
I yell in Goblin and Orc to raise the sails, come to a full stop, without dropping anchor to the crew.
As you're saying that, you hear, and right on his shoulder is McGillicuddy, sitting there going, "Ow, ow." And he climbs up to his head and kind of makes a little nest, falls asleep right there.
Sonny, can you do me a send me that map in Facebook Messenger?
Will do.
What was the name of the city we were originally heading to?
You were going to Liberation, which was the stronghold for the military stronghold. But where you're actually going is the city of Kesh.
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 Okay. Yep, once I get that, I will be able to talk to Banna and tell him to point his little dragon buddy, McGillicuddy?
Yeah.
McGillicuddy, where we need to go. And maybe somehow you can communicate to it, because I don't speak Little Dragon. Beskar does,
yeah.
but it likes Banna more.
I'm not sure how to communicate what city to drag.
Okay, yeah, you can just tell it. Just pretend I sent you the map. Here, I'll just do this.
Don't put it in Discord, it's gonna fuck up.
No. I'm just gonna switch you guys over to it.
Okay, cool. Alright, you said we are heading to Liberation. Well, no, we're heading to where? Kethis?
Kesh.
You guys are out here.
South.
You guys are heading to Liberation.
Oh, Liberation?
That's where you guys are heading now. What you guys want to do is you guys want to go around.
Yeah, so we're going over here.
The seamen are actually, the sailors are going to try taking you to Kesh. That's where you want to go. They pretty much have an idea of how to get there once we start getting to islands and everything like that. But so if you're worried about navigational standpoint, you're good for the most part.
Okay, well, I don't want to go straight. I don't want us to go straight into Kesh. I want us to go a little bit north of it, kind of just out of the eyesight of Kesh by the
All right,
Shadow
Captain. We are
Lyre Mountains.
slowing down. What's our heading?
Set course for the Shadow Lyre Mountains.
All right, man. Shadow Lyre Mountains. Why are we going there? Don't worry about it. Shut your mouth. Captain's orders. Good with the map?
Yep, go with the map.
Cool. All right.
Okay, well, the dragon does that, and then he sniffs out in the air, takes off again.
All right, so
I mean, sorry, McGillicuddy.
I'm gonna put us a little bit north of that town.
Does anybody want to look before Beskar puts it in his pocket? Does anybody want to look at the rock?
I'll take a look at it. Let me see that thing. And I pick it up.
Oh fuck.
Okay. As you look into this, your eye begins to twitch.
Oh shit.
And that your head almost turns to the side. And you see as you're staring at it, and that eye begins to twitch. This all happens in an instant for everybody. But Arbane, your eye and your scar begin to like throb and move around a little bit, and you go into this, and almost like when you're watching TV or watching a movie where you don't see anything around you, you're just in the movie. That's what happens. But you gaze into this bluish space, and as the bluish space fills up your eyes and fills up your conscious, it's almost like you're in a dream state. You see lightning, you see thunder, you see yourself. You see yourself on sea, you see yourself drowning, you see yourself alive, you see yourself a captain of your own ship. You also see a weird astral plane with machines and cogs everywhere. And you see that machine as yourself, small and taking orders and in line, pushing your way out of the order and moving and doing this and losing your life and then gaining your life and back and forth. You just see lives between this weird small cog machine and this elven man who's conquering the seas and dying at seas. All different lives. You're living all these lives at once. And your head begins to throb and it hurts because of all the memories you are bringing in and intaking. And what you guys see is his body change and shape different sizes, up and down, skinny. He has an arm, loses an arm, all within an instant. And then as he floats and levitates slightly off the floor, Arbane, everything ends. You're pulled completely back out of the stone. And you stand on the floor, and with a big thud, you move along with the rocking ship. And what you just witnessed right now was alternate dimensions of your life. And you saw death dimensions, you saw living dimensions, you saw choices you would have made if you would have came up and just stabbed Mikhail. You saw choices you made if you would have just not got on the rowboat. Every choice you possibly could have made, you saw all in your head. And you sit there with a throbbing headache until you start forgetting all those memories, and they all go away. What you just uncovered was a stone, which I forgot the name of, and I will tell you after. But you discovered a stone that is, by legend, known to change time itself. And what you gain from this by staring into the stone is, if you roll at a game, if you roll and you don't like that roll, you can channel what you saw, and from the stone, you got to be holding the stone at the time. You channel what you saw, and you could take a life that would have previously been alive from that dimension.
What do you mean?
So you'll harness that soul that you would have done, and you would have killed, and you killed that soul in that dimension. And you'll get another roll, basically. You can re-roll your roll. But the downside to that, the curse to all this, is that you age by 1 year every time you do it. So you're reaching into your mind, into your soul, and you're re-rolling, but you're re-rolling because you are replacing that roll and that bad thing that happened with a life from another dimension. So basically you're killing yourself off slowly, but you're gaining an extra year on your life.
Okay.
And and everybody can do this once per day. And you can only do it if you can't do it more than once if someone already has it. So right now, Arbane is somewhat attuned to this rock and this artifact. for now.
This guy
Until another day happens, someone else wants to look at it.
That wasn't fun. Mm-mm.
You also saw in that vision this weird blue light emanating and showing the location of it at all times.
Of the stone?
Yeah. So in other words, if someone's looking for it, they can definitely see it.
I should be alive.
Huh. He didn't pass out like Beskar did.
No.
What are you trying to say, long ears?
Just saying.
Do any of you guys have a bag of holding, or is there like an iron box on this ship? Maybe.
Well, the last iron box we had, you took.
I didn't have it.
Oh, you didn't take it back to Mr. Nines?
I told you. I came out of a tunnel. You were gone. The tavern was destroyed. Then I rode a damn boat out to you.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have a box.
Okay. I'll let you keep thinking that for now.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck happened with the stone?
If you guys give me a moment, maybe I can go down to the brig and see if I can find something. If that's all right.
Yeah, please.
Okay, all right. So, anything else you guys want to ask or talk about? Anything before we carry on?
Nope.
Nope, I'm good.
I just stare down Arbane, and he probably stares me back down.
Yup.
So, the night is almost coming to an end. You can, in the very, 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 very far distance. Oh, actually, no distance because it's all fog. But you know by the time of day it is, the time of night, that it's reaching about 4:30 in the morning. You guys got your rest, and then all of a sudden, the ship slows down, and the waves almost stop. Very uncharacteristic out of everything, and you just hear whispers go left and right around the ship. And are you guys all standing right there? Yes, I don't even know why I'm asking you these questions. So, you see the lights start to flicker, and then they get the lights around the entire ship. They flicker, and then they get bright, super bright, and large flames come emanating out of them. And then as they calm down, you see 3 flames apparate from right here, here, and here. They're just small flames, and you could tell they're getting bigger.
We don't see anything.
And they're getting sorry. Right there, and right there. You see these 3 flames. You guys see that?
Yep.
All right, so you see 3 flames, and you see them very small, like a lighter almost, and they start growing and bigger, and it almost looks like a heartbeat. And they start growing larger. You also smell burnt hair coming from right here as you see a large flame, just the same as the small ones, start to emanate and grow. And all these flames, the 3 flames are about 10 feet above the boat. This flame right here is on the wood itself.
Midnight's gonna start kind of running, kind of like slowly going backward, because I'm starting to fear some major fear going on.
So as these flames are growing, you see steam start emanating from the ocean spray, trying to sniff it out. The larger frame appears more and more vicious next to the captain's wheel, and you smell the smell of burnt rat hair from that bag on the floor. And all of a sudden, the weight of a creature hits the deck. And I should have had this ready. You see kneeling on the floor this purple spined looking infernal creature. As the flames start to dissipate, you hear him stand up, And the boat, the entire boat, is rocking at this point. And you see this guy.
Who?
No.
He reaches up his hand and he goes, and those flames that are floating above apparate into something like this.
Find devils.
Which I don't think I have a picture of. He starts talking to them. Does anybody speak Infernal by any chance?
Infernal? No.
No.
Let me see. I don't think so.
Fuck.
What are they saying?
Where's languages at?
It's at the bottom.
Proficiencies? Bottom left?
Proficiencies. Oh, yeah. Nope, I don't.
All right, since you guys do not speak of that, you hear him giving commands. And nobody knows what that means because now you guys speak Infernal, and with that being said,
Here we go,
let's
boys.
roll for initiative. No, fuck that. We're gonna play this music instead.
Can we get some hype shit? Alright. Levels seem good.
Oh man, I really thought you guys knew. One of you guys knew Infernal.
I'm kicking myself now because I was gonna take that.
All right, are we all rolled?
Yep.
Think so.
Yep.
Very cool. All right, so
Oh, I'm not on there. Sorry, I rolled an 8, but I didn't have my guy selected.
okay, so go ahead and put him on, and I'll add you on.
I mean, I'd already, he's on there. I don't know.
Oh, is he not on the?
I didn't want to roll again.
Yeah, roll again. Go ahead. I'll just change it.
Well, that's even worse. There you go.
No, you got 8. You said you had 8, so we'll just go with that.
Listen, I have a 5, okay? I don't want to hear bad. My roll. God, I'll be back. Shit, I can take a bathroom break.
All right. Well, I'm getting this ready. Go ahead and if you guys gotta take a piss or something like that, go ahead and go.
This combat's brought to you by koozies. Koozies. If you have a drink, use a koozie. If you don't have a koozie, I have an extra one for you.
All right. I'm gonna go take a piss too, actually.
Good, because that's what I'm gonna do. Put a koozie on, just for Andrew.
Yeah. They make glass koozies. The one of those ones I got with the BRL ones for pint glass.
That's awesome. Did they send you a monthly?
No, I just ordered for the his spring a mixed pack of his spring line.
That's cool.
So I'll wait for summer and then buy some more.
Hopefully we can have a damn pool party by then.
Hopefully.
It was pee break.
Oh, I'm just saying. I had time. I'm all the way at the bottom of the list.
Well, Sonny left too, so.
I would have put it on the be right back screen, but all right.
That's right.
All right.
You didn't get a chance to leave. You weren't at the bottom of the screen. You gotta go.
Okay. So you guys ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it.
All right. So this big guy right here goes, scribe. This guy right here is floating above, and he sees, the first person he sees is Beskar. Breaker. I don't even know why it says Beskar. Anyway, so he's going to look at you, and he's going to run up to you and attack, or fly down to you and attack. And when he does, he's going to hit you with his fork. So as he hits you, and he's going to whip his tail, he's going to bite you while he's in front of you.
Ugh. No, that's okay.
He missed on that one. So he gets 2 attacks. And fly by blah, 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 blah. Nope. Okay. So he gets 2 attacks, and the first attack he grabs his fork. It's almost like a pitchfork, and he slams it into your shoulder. And he goes, and he laughs as he pulls it away, and you guys see the spray of blood hit the mast, and the still ship, the still sails. You see a splash of blood, and you take 5 piercing damage. Then he's with his spiny, gross, disgusting breath. He snaps at you. Right when he snaps at you, you are very aware of what just happened, and you pull back, and you feel the air snap and cut right next to your throat, but he just missed you, and that's his turn. Vindoc, you're up. Flapjacks, you're on deck.
Okay, I am going. Vindoc runs over to the middle of the party here, and then he yells vicious mockery at this guy that just attacked, so the Spine Devil 2. And he says, "Your father would have been disappointed in you had he actually stayed."
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, he failed that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what you said because you don't speak Infernal, but he knows the way you said it was very hurtful. He just started like flapping his wings, ferocity and violence, slowed down to a very sad, almost disappointing look that he kind of gives himself. He doesn't know why, but your words cut into his brain, and so now he has a disadvantage on his next attack.
Yeah, and we also see the Wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage.
All right, roll it. 1d4.
Let's see. If I just click this, we'll do it.
-2. All right. Can you guys see everybody's health by any chance, or the bad guy's health?
Not the bad guys.
No, not the bad guys.
Okay.
I can only see mine.
Teammates, I can see.
Yeah, I can tell.
They're green bar.
Yeah, I can see the green bars, but not the actual values. So.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Just want to double check. All right. Flap. Is that all you're doing, Vindoc?
And then I'm gonna throw some bardic inspiration over to Flapjack.
Cool. Flapjacks, you're up. Arbane, you're on deck.
I go after this one in front of me, and then I will slam it with my warhammer.
Woo! That was a dirty 20, but a 20 nonetheless. All right. So as you slam it down, you see it almost like disappointed in itself, and you slam straight down. You clip it on the wing, and it goes, "Ah!" And then he kind of looks at you with disgust and pain. Pretty good. You don't see any blood, but you definitely see pain coming from the eyes of this demon.
That was still from his disappointment from his father.
Yeah. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Cool. Arbane, you're up.
All right, I am going to move to. No, wait, wrong selector. I'm going to move to right
To rape?
here,
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the one everyone's been attacking. Oh. And then I am going to shoot him with my longbow.
Nice. 19.
9 piercing plus Hunter's Mark. 9 plus 5, 14.
All right. So, as you see this spined winged devil flap his wings, he gets hit with some weird mockery of some sort that kind of slows him down, takes his defenses down. Flapjack hits him, bam! Hits him on the wing with a hammer. He just, and then you see this glowing green ring that forms around him, and it freezes him for 1 second as he just sits there in pain as he tries to attack Flapjacks one more time. And then Arbane, out of the blue. Whoa, that was loud. Out of the blue, you see Arbane with pulling on his bow, aiming, and with a quick little smile, he looses the arrow. Almost in slow motion, you see this arrow go as fast as it came out of his hands. You see it splash in the ocean behind. Flapjacks and Beskar. What you see compared to everybody else is a hole that's coming out of his nose, and that comes out of the back of his skull. As this thing sits there for 1 second, looks at Arbane with surprise now that he feels the pain of this arrow going through him, and collapses to the floor. Nice, dude. That was fucking cool.
Yeah. Real quick, Breaker rolled an 8 on initiative check, and it somehow skipped him, and yeah, he's way back in the thing.
Oh. For some reason, I have him as a 20 right here.
Yeah.
It was a 6.
It was a 6.
Yeah, because the initiative button just popped up just now.
So he's right before me.
So he's right before you. So what number does he need to be?
6.
Sick.
Cool. Sick. Okay. So you do this. You just killed Spine. Juggle number 2, I believe.
Arbane with that fucking longbow, bro.
Hold on.
So it'd be Spine Devil number 3's turn.
Hold on. The music stopped, and I don't want to do that stupid shit. All right. My apologies. Back to the game. All right. Spine Devil number 3. It is your turn. Which, I don't know why I'm saying that out loud. I just don't want to get it there. Spine Devil number 2 is dead. Cool. I'm just trying to take him out of the initiative order before we start doing this. So, as he looks on what's going on to his teammate that was just flying above, was killed so swiftly, he looks over at his captain or his owner back here, and the owner looks and goes, "Ouch!" And you guys see
Kraken.
these two guys.
Phil McCracken?
These two guys come out. Beskar, Breaker, you see those and you know exactly what that was, because that is what almost killed you the first time you saw it. And there's 2 of them floating in the air now. So while that's going on, and those 2 guys, can you guys see them? You can see them, right?
They're a little tiny, but yeah.
Yeah, they're tiny.
They're kind of small.
They're small compared to everybody else. This guy right here is going to notice that you're staring off into the distance and seeing how it feels to almost die from that once again. He's going to fly down to you, and he is going to attack you. He's going to bite you first. 7. So as he bites down, he misses completely. You can almost hear the teeth crack together. And out of pure anger, he swings his tail twice at you and shoots 2 spines at you. The first one he hits, he swings at you, and it goes right into your thigh, and you feel it burn. It's a spine that came out of his tail, and out of the pure, and you can hear it piercing the air. And when it impales your leg, you feel the pain of fire Let me ask you a question. What kind of dragon are you? What kind of dragon breath do you have?
Bronze, lightning.
Lightning. Ooh, yeah. You still suffer fire damage, so you're gonna suffer 9 points of piercing damage, basically.
You said 9?
Time, yeah. The second time he hits you with that tail spine, he swings it around again, and you see it coming this time, and instinctually you duck. You don't know anything else other than to duck away from this thing, and you hear it go as it hits the wood behind you. He is snarling at you, and he wants to kill you, and he wants your soul. Vindok, you're up. Flapjacks, you're on deck.
All right. Sorry, Abby. Oh, I felt like it went fast.
Did I miss any? I did.
Yeah, you missed like everything.
Yeah.
You should be on Imp 1 right now.
Yeah, you should be Imp 1.
Alright, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna go down the list, the order then. Cool. So, as Imp 1, he sees what's going on. He knows his orders. He flies over here above you guys. He's way above you guys. And all he hears as he's tearing the mast, tearing the sails from the ship. And that's what he's gonna use his action on. Z, you're up.
Oh, the order's off. Huh?
Yeah, I'm just going off of this. Right? I'm not gonna. We'll have to wait until next.
All right, so I'm gonna use the 30-foot whip against Imp 2.
Bring that shit down.
Cool.
Nice.
Do a dexterity roll, right?
You are going to use your dexterity. He's going to use his strength. Go ahead. Oh. So he sees you coming, and he sees this. He sees this this golden whip kind of glistening in the light, and so he knows it's coming. And when he comes, gross. It
Phrasing.
He grabs it and he lets go.
I don't get it.
He grabs the whip out of the midair with his tail and just completely stops flapping his wings, which automatically pulls you towards him as you fall, and you are now prone, hanging on the edge of the ship. He flaps his wings again, and he's back to where he was. So he basically used the weight of himself to pull you there. And now you have lost your turn, and you are prone. So you're going to have to use half of your movement to get up the next time.
Okay.
All right. Next is Spine Devil number 1. He sees what happened to Arbane. He sees what Arbane just did to his buddy, and he's going to fly down to him. And when he does...
He's going to miss.
He's going to miss. How'd you know that? He's going to use his fork to attack you, and he's going to slam his fork directly down, and it's a 12. Does that hit your armor?
Nope.
Nope. So you see it coming, and you, as he's pulling down this massive fork, you move just in time to hear the as he scrapes against your armor. It's stuck in the wood. As he pulls it out, he gets furious and he spins around and hits you with his tail.
That misses too.
That one hits though. He gets 2 attacks.
Good. All right.
So the first one, you see. Actually, you don't even. You see the spine come towards your face, and you move out of the way, and it almost hits Banna behind you. But the second time, he kind of knew you were going to do that, so he kind of threw it downward on top of you. And as you went to reach for your bow, instinctually, it went through your hand, and it's now stuck on your back, piercing, holding your hand to the back of your shoulder.
Good. Okay.
All right, and that didn't really damage you. So as you start pulling it out, pulling off the spine from your hand, you feel the pain of the fire just burn your hand. Luckily, it's not your dominant hand, and you're okay. But you still suffer 8 points of piercing damage. All right, that's his turn. And next is Banna.
Yep, I'm going to move up to here. And then we're going to frostbite this guy that's fighting Arbane.
Ooh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah. So, one of you has to make a Constitution.
On save. 13, I believe.
Yep.
And that's a natural 2.
Yeah.
I will roll a 6. Oh, nice.
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 So, as all this is going on, you could tell that this creature is very satisfied watching the pain coming from Arbene's face. He smiles, and his wings start to slow down as he kind of looks around at his wings, and you can see that there's ice crystals forming on them. And he just, with pure pain, as you could tell the frost is biting and stinging his wings. Good, nice. You want me to roll?
Do we what? That's it for me?
Done? Oh, that's it. Okay, you're done. All right. This guy up here sees what's going on. And he will use his full movement to get right next to Beskar. And he jumps down. And you can see the floorboards crack underneath where he jumped from. And he will attack him twice. First time he's going to attack him with his beard, his razor sharp beard. And he crit. That's a crit.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Math does
13, 17.
17. I did that by myself without listening to Andrew. 17 damage. He hits him. You could feel all the spine slashing at you, and you could feel the blood coming out of your face and out of your chest. And he looks around, and then he sees Flapjacks, who's already right next to the one one of his companions that was just killed. He throws his glaive at you. 15, does that hit?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
So it hits the floor right next to you. And that is his turn. Beskar, you're up. Ooh, buddy. You are in death saving throw mode.
Wait, already?
Yeah. Y'all didn't heal him. What I yelled about earlier.
What is it? What am I rolling?
You are rolling a d20. 2.
Oh.
So, Beskar, you lose consciousness. And like a weird dream, you see it. A bright, warm light. And as you start walking to that bright, warm light, these vines stick to your legs and pull you down into the ground. As you look down, and now your knees are covered in dirt. As you're trying to fight it, it's not letting you go. This is all happening in your dream. Mikhail, you're up.
Alright. I yell at Vendok and Banna. Get him up. And I move up to here in front of Banna. Z is hanging over the edge, right? And the imp is floating above him.
Yeah, he's running on the floor.
Hey, I saw that move.
I'm trying to figure. I wouldn't do that. I'm just trying to figure out which one is which.
Okay.
They're very confusing from my point of view.
I saw that. And Beskar is on the floor, right?
And Beskar's on the floor, yeah. Okay.
Alright. I'm thinking line of sight. I gotta line everything up. I just steadily shake my hand and talking to myself as I walk up. Fuck it, let's try it again. And I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on the imp floating above Z. The whatever this thing is.
Spined Devil.
Spine Devil. And the imp by Arbane.
I gotta pee. Be right back.
14.
My armor class is 15.
Oh, I gotta cast it 3 times. There we go. So the first one is the imp above Z. Second one is the
imp next to you.
Yep, and the third one is the spiny whatever.
Cool. So you hit the first one. You see, what is it, Scorching Ray?
Yep, Scorching Ray.
So, Scorching Ray, you see these. What you guys all see is you guys see him just look down and almost peacefully push his hands out. And with a spirit figure-like look, you see these flames just come out of his fingertips and shoot like a bullet to the imp, and he will take 6 points of damage. Wait, is that fire?
Fire damage.
He is damage resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, blah, 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 blah. He is... He will take half damage because he has resistance to fire damage. So, he takes 3. The one next to him, the small one, he sees this flame coming towards him, and he kind of just whips it away with his tail, like he almost absorbs it, so it doesn't even affect him. And then the third blast of fire, same thing, he has half damage on that, which is 5. No, because you got to have a 22, right?
No, the 22 is for Spiny Boy. It went imp, spine, because there should be 3 rolls on there.
Yeah. Imp, spine. So 12, which doesn't hit. Spine, it does hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, the last one you hit is 22, which does 10 damage.
Are immune to fire? Oh, yeah.
They started as fire.
Okay. Well, shit.
But still, that's 5 damage.
Yeah, something.
Yep. So you hit it, and you could see the spine almost melt off of it, knowing that it came from fire, but you kind of surprised it because of the fact that your fire is different. Your fire comes from some kind of other entity that not infernal. And with that being said, imp number 2 over here will use his full movement to grab Vanna and try dragging him off the boat. Corner, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, one second. It's right here. He's going to use a dash action, and he's going to use that to drag Vanna off the boat. Now, Vanna, he has you by basically your ears, and there's not a lot you can do. And as you see the water coming, the boat under you disappear, and just the dark blue water, you feel weightlessness as he lets you go. And out of the corner of your ear, you hear, and your buddy McGillicuddy comes in and grabs you and puts you back on deck. Well, he doesn't put you back on deck completely. He kind of assists you from falling down all the way into the ocean.
Pseudo dragon?
Yeah, that's the name of it, but I haven't changed the name. And with that being said as well, he is in the initiative too because now you can control him.
Oh man, you guys done pissed off McGillicuddy.
That's the imp's move. He stopped Vanna from falling into and your buddy McGillicuddy stopped you from falling into the water, basically. All right, Vindoc, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use my healing word on Beskar. And use that. Because that will,
what's that word?
Healing word, I can revive him, right? And do I also give him health when I bring him back up?
It should be 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yes, you do.
Well, it's
You revive
7
him.
to level 2, so I'm doing 2d4s. That work right? 4
Yeah.
and 2.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 plus 3. 4.
So,
All right,
what was,
and
the,
then
what was the word you said?
rise.
Rise. Beskar, those roots that were holding you in the ground, you hear the word rise come from your friend, you know his voice, and you pull ferociously out, and the soil caked dirt on your boots. You close your eyes and you awaken in pain, but you awaken with 4 HP left.
And then I'm gonna also throw him some bardic inspiration.
Is that everyone? Cool. Flapjacks, you're up. Arbane, you're on deck.
I will cast Guiding Bolt. Bearded Devil.
Guiding Bolt, 24. You definitely hit him. Woo! And he takes 14 radiant damage. Let me double check something right quick.
Nice.
Ooh, I was hoping that it was like radiant damage is holy light, so it's gonna like be something fucking cool, but it just hurts him really, really bad. All right, so he takes 14 damage as this radiant light and beam of energy comes up and from the heavens almost, as it blinds him for a second, and he goes.
I cast it from a hammer like Thor.
Oh, fucking even better! Oh, this light, almost like a flashlight, like a beam, slamming into his beard. You see the little parts of his beard fall off and like get stuck on the floor because they're razors, and you could see part of his face. It's almost like melted and burned. And he looks at you. He just turns and looks. All right, is that all you're doing? All you're doing?
He casts Healing Word.
On Beskar.
On Beskar. All right. Beskar, you start feeling these wounds almost cauterize and close up as your hatred for everything that's going on around you and you going down again builds up, and it gives you motivation, and you get 6 points of healing. Arbane, you're up.
10.
That one comes back.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to put my hunter's mark on devil number 1, and then I'm gonna hit him with my short sword.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, take the first one. It clicked twice for some reason.
Okay, so you swing at
Oh
it.
wait, can I use my thing since I have the?
Okay, yeah, you can use it.
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
All right, so then you rolled twice. You'll take the higher one.
Mm-hmm. And then hunter's mark. 8 plus 3, 11.
11 points of damage. So what you guys see is Arbane do a wild swing with a sword, almost very uncharacteristic, even though you don't know him that well. But you know that holding a sword, you don't swing it like that. But he swings anyway, and it's almost like a weird deja vu where you see him swing, and then you see him pause in mid swing, and for a second you see just a version of that guy of him swinging, dying on the floor. And as that image slowly dies and falls, you see him where he was before, oddly, swinging, but the correct way. And when he does, he swings upward, and he slashes this thing so hard that the nose itself, the beak, chops. And you see the beak just fly and black blood spray on the floor. And as it's going, it's blood. He's choking on his blood, and then you see this green light emanate from his feet, and it starts to burn. And he looks up, and the blood is flying and spraying everywhere. As he chokes, you hear, and he falls and collapses to the floor. Man, 11 points of damage is exactly what you needed.
Yup.
Right, so he is dead.
I told you the combat was brought to you by koozies.
Channeled his inner koozie.
Alright, so it looks like we got
Alrighty.
2 imps. Okay.
So Spine Devil number 3 is right there in the middle of everything. And he will look at Flapjacks right now, who just hit his boss with some crazy holy light, and he could feel it burn as it passes right by his wings. He's going to turn around and he's going to make his attacks on you. He's going to bite you at first.
Did Beskar get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he hasn't moved.
Oh, just put it back to him.
Yep.
Chris Bartida, I'm pretty
So
sure.
he
I
rolled a
said
dirty
that
20.
wrong. Thanks you for the follow.
And then he's going to hit you with his fork, which is a crit. So you're going to take 11, 12, 13 points of damage. So almost very, very like planned. He has this like move where he came up to you and he snapped at your leg and he bit, and you feel the crunch of your kneecap crack under pressure, and you scream and go, ah! And right when he does that, he sees you open your mouth and he aims for your gullet, but you move and he scrapes the side of your skull, but you can feel the blood coming down and pouring down the side of your head. And that's all he's gonna do. You do provoke an attack of opportunity if you move out of the way, out of melee range. And he didn't move. Good? Everybody good?
Yep.
Cool. I think that's him. Yeah, Imp number 1. Okay. Imp number 1's gonna see what's going on, and he's gonna fly down to Mikhail, and he's going to attack him. And when he does, he's going to use his sting. That's a 17. Is that hit?
Yep.
So, you see Mikhail looking at it, paying attention to the action, finding out what he's going to do, completely forgetting about the imp that's right above his head. The imp comes down and stings down on top of his head. He misses very slightly, but he gets Mikhail right on the shoulder, and you feel the sting enter you, and the poison that comes from it just you hold back from getting fully poisoned from whatever it was that stung you, as you look up and see this smiling devil flying right above you. And that's going to be his turn. Z, you're up. Vanna, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm prone. I can stand up, but that's my movement, right?
No, that's half your movement. So you still have 15 feet you can go. Or however many feet, because you're above. You have 40 feet of movement, so you still have 20 feet you can move.
Okay. Okay, I move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my whip one more time. Against Imp 1 this time. Might have clicked it twice.
Oh, contesting. All right, roll one more time. Because right now he caught the whip and he's holding it. What are you planning on doing with this whip, by the way?
I'm bringing his ass to me so I can kick his ass next.
I like it.
Nice.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Don't worry about that.
Fuck.
Well,
So he pulls.
Fucking whip.
So he grabs the whip and he pulls up, and when he pulls up, you kind of like slap yourself in the head, like with your fist, and it kind of brings you down to one knee. You're prone again, but that's your turn. Vanna, you're up. Whips are really good if they're far away, and you could probably
straight.
because you were in attack range where you could have just hit him.
Yeah.
I thought I was still one space away. Okay.
Anything in all the squares around you that touch your icon are in melee range, so keep that in mind. Vanna, you're up.
All right. Going to. I guess we're just gonna melee attack the imp. It's right there. And my
Imp 1.
And then.
So.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So you, as you grab this mace, and you swing it around. Arbane, you notice that he's not very confident with his weapon because, as a furball, you really don't resort to violence. And you grab this mace and you use it. You think about your homeland. You think about everything and how it's going to keep you from your home. But as you swing it, you kind of lose your balance and you don't really put a lot of force into it. And you hit it right next to him to the point where it rolls away and you kind of pull it back towards you. You're not very familiar with these weapons. Is that all you're going to do?
No, and then I'll do for the bonus action, I'll just do a healing word targeting breaker.
Cool. Ooh, 6. All right, breaker. So all these things going on just drives your motivation to kill. And is that all you're doing, Vanna?
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah? That's all you're doing?
Yeah, that's everything.
Cool. All right. So this bearded devil right here is going to see what's going on, and he's going to see the fact that he just got burned by this little half man that's in front of him. So he's going to walk to him, and he's going to swipe at him with his glaive. And that's a 24 to hit.
Holy crap.
So that's 10 points of damage, and he gets 2 attacks, and he's going to swipe at you with a beard that it's still... So, he goes up to you, and he pushes his glaive into your skin, and you feel the pain as he tries to swing his beard around to sting you and to cut you, but doesn't really realize that those were the parts of the beard that you burnt off, and they're sitting on the floor on the ship. And they obviously don't hit you. But you do suffer 10 points of slashing damage. And that's all of his. Beskar. Ooh, you are pissed. What are you going to do? Beskar, you're pissed. What are you going to do? Oh, wait, okay. And what are you hitting?
Well, the bearded whatever moved out of my range, right?
This is true.
Is it? Is he right here?
Bearded devil. Yeah, he was right there.
He did. Yeah, I did not see that. Cool. Yeah. So take an attack of opportunity on him. Is that what you want to do right here?
So what now?
Is that it? Was that the attack of opportunity? Your roll right here for the Great Club?
Yeah, I can find it.
All right. So you hit him. You swing around your Great Club, and he thinks he's gonna get away from you, and he kind of like gives you the smirk. And as he does, you reach. And you don't exactly swing it, you push it, like you thrust it, and you knock him on the side of the head. And that's what throws off him from actually killing Flapjacks when he tries to attack him. But you did damage. And what's your actual action gonna be now?
And you did it. Oh, there it goes. On the spine devil.
Cool. 19. So you swing, you thrust forward, you hit his boss, hit him on the side of the head, and with the same fluid motion, you just use all your body weight and push it behind this big Great Club, and it slams into the side and the jaw of the spine devil as you hear the crack and the dislocation of his actual jaw coming off.
Still alive?
Still alive.
This is my bonus action. I use action surge. Grants me another action this turn.
Cool.
For a short rest, I'm going to attack the spine devil again.
Do it. Woo, boy.
Damn.
So you do 8 damage to him.
That's
So-
10, sir.
That's 10.
That's
Right?
10.
Hey, I'm not doing math correctly. Ooh, that's pretty bad. So, with a swift motion, you kind of he's still dazed from that jaw hit, and you kind of you feel all the pain that he just inflicted on you, him and his boss did, and you turn the actual great club around, and you use almost like the pointy end, and you stick it in his eye, and he just goes, rah! And he tries to fly away, but he really can't, and he's like on the floor bleeding, not dead, but very, very hurt.
That's my turn.
All right, cool. Mikhail, you're up.
I don't know if you're gonna let me do this, but I'm gonna try it anyways.
Well, you can do whatever you want as long. I will let anything happen if you roll it well. We could try it.
Okay, well, apparently all the crew's down below. I'm the captain. So I yell in Orcish and what was the other one?
Damn it, Pot, they speak English.
Yeah, but I mean, if you speak their
Oh,
language,
okay.
it comes, a little bit better. I speak Goblin and Orc, so I'm just gonna yell at them in that, because maybe the other things won't understand it as well. So could be at our advantage. For the
I'll let you use that as a free action. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll a persuasion check.
persuasion check. Let's see. Where the fuck is it?
Actually, roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because these guys still don't know you. You just ran into them.
I got you.
And besides, the kobold is their real captain.
Prick.
Sorry, buddy.
It didn't work. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So these guys, you hear it say that, and he's like, "All right, 2 arms." You hear Flint say that from the brig, and they're all like, "We're not listening to you. You're not the captain. The captain's up there." And he goes, and when they hear you say that, they're all like, "Oh, grab the swords. I got it." And then you hear another one go, "I'm still looking for the box, Captain." Okay.
Fuck.
So they're fishermen. They're fishermen, by the way.
I mean, they always got sentry because they're with the dynasty. But okay, I am going to move next to Beskar.
Okie dokie. So as you move,
Oh,
the
fuck.
imp takes a swing at you, and you feel it right in the middle of your lower back. You feel the spine stick right into you as it runs off. As you run off, and you feel it sting your back, and you take 6 piercing damage.
That's I'll take that. But those things are so fucking small because of how far I got to keep the map out. Anyways,
Man, oh, that's right. Okay,
yeah,
if you want,
I'm
I'll
gonna take it. Just yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Though. I'll keep
If
that
you
in
can
mind.
make them just a little bit bigger, because you gotta think
Yeah.
I'm looking like at the
Way
map.
far away. Yeah,
Okay, so
well, maybe not that big. Anyway, okay.
anyways, so yeah,
I'll work on that. Yeah.
I look at Beskar and I'm in pain, but my eyes focus on the bearded devil, and something just tells me cast a ray of frost on him.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
Fuck, man. Oh, that's so terrible. Why did you roll so bad tonight?
I don't know. I'm over it. I'm covering the camera up. I can't
Restart your
even.
computer.
Fuck!
Man. So this ray of frost, he puts it in front of him, and he does like this spin move with his glaive, and you can see the frost emanating, getting crusted on top of this blade, and Flapjacks, you see and feel the icicles hit it and fly off with the centrifugal force of the actual glaive moving, and it doesn't affect him at all.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. All right, McGillicuddy, you're up. Vanna, if you hold Alt and double tap on McGillicuddy, double click on McGillicuddy, you should be able to pull up a character sheet. If it says something like edit character or whatever, go edit directly from character sheet. If you don't know how to do that, let me know what you want me to roll, and I'll roll it.
Yeah, I don't see anything popping up. Hold Alt, double click it.
Yeah, make sure you have his token highlighted. Hold
Yep.
Alt and double click.
Yeah, nothing coming up.
Why it's not working? What do you want to do? He has bite. He has bite and sting. They're both 1d4.
Yeah, he can. I guess he can try stinging the imp. I guess. That's fine.
Hey, bullshit for it. He's got better throws than me.
Nice. So he is poisoned at the time now. Oh, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Con saving throw. Oh, 7, and he failed his Constitution saving throw. So now he is poisoned, and you command him. You don't even say anything. You know, mentally you can control mobility. And he flies over to him, and he just stings him with his tail. And you hear the imp go, and just get pissed looking at your little fella. But with that being said, he does suffer 3 points of damage. And he moves over here. Alright. Is that all you're doing? Oh, it's all you can do, yeah. So, this imp is going to see and react to exactly what... No, that's 1. He's going to see and react exactly what he knows that you commanded him. He knows, he can see that you looked at him and you made him go do that. So he's going to attack you, Banner. And he's going to attack you with a sting himself. 21. You suffer 6 points of piercing damage as he flies up to you, and almost with a swift movement. He doesn't sting you per se. He just slashes at your face, and you can feel it cut your ear almost, and then slash down your cheek, and you feel the blood and the warm blood dripping down as it stings like a poison entering your body. And that's all of his movement. And then he's done. And Vindok, you're up. Flapjacks, you are on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move here. Then I'm going to cast Shatter right here, which puts it in the range of the Devil 3 and Bearded Devil.
Where are you gonna put it again?
I'm doing Shatter. And for that.
So the first one was the Spine Devil. The first one was the Bearded Devil. The second one was the Spine Devil. So the first one passes. The Spine Devil, on the other hand, he takes 14 points of piercing damage of
Thunder.
Yeah, 14.
thunder damage. Okay, and he is knocked prone, right? Oh, and 14. So
They take half as much if they're successful.
So 7 minus 7. Woo, he's looking pretty bad, Bearded Devil. But you see a bolt of lightning come down, thunder, and blow up right next to him. And when it blows up, it doesn't feel like anything that you've seen or heard before. When it hits the deck, this bright light happens right between the two, and you hear glass shatter. And this Spine Devil looks directly at it, and you can see his face almost burn from the heat as he just and he reaches back and he falls onto Beskar, onto his leg anyway. The Bearded Devil, on the other hand, looks at it and sees it. He burns and he shields his eyes, and you can see his arm just start on fire almost, and it's just a white hot burning sensation coming from him, and he is pretty badly hurt. The Spine Devil is dead, by the way.
Cool. And then I'm going to also cast Healing Word on Flapjacks.
Cool.
So you get yourself 5.
Thank you.
And that is it.
All right.
Thank you.
Flapjacks, you are up. Arbane, you are on deck.
Yeah, buddy.
It kind of changes what I want to do.
Damn, that shatter's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Then I'm just gonna attack the Bearded Devil.
I don't know why you're on advantage and disadvantage right now, but it's the first roll. It's always on.
Oh, okay. Nah, same thing.
Same thing.
Wow.
You swing at him, and as you swing at him, he just moves his foot back as you're about to crush it, and you hear the break of the wood as your hammer almost gets stuck and you pull it out, but you missed. Is that all you want to do?
No, I will cast healing word on myself.
Cool. That's what it's there for, man. 5. As you slam that hammer down, you notice that you didn't hit him at all, and you know that you need to use your reserve, and you channel some kind of entity to come and shine down a light on you that makes you just feel better. It warms your soul and it warms your body, and you gain healing points. So, is that it?
That's all I can do.
All right, Arbane, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull up my trusty longbow and take a shot at the bearded devil.
13.
That probably doesn't hit.
And so you pull back, knowing that you just killed somebody with it, and you smile at it, and it looks at you like. If you guys spoke Infernal, it would say, "You fool, that won't hit me." And it goes, and you see him like want to turn to the left and juke, and you catch exactly what he's gonna do, and you loose the arrow, and as fast as it goes, he jukes the one way, and he actually jukes the other way, and you knew exactly what was gonna happen, and you pierce him right in the throat. You see the blood splatter, and he reaches for his throat. He falls to one knee and goes and mumbles something in Infernal. You just hear a bunch of voices go around everybody as he's dying right there. And then
with my bonus action, I'll move the hunter's mark on him. So that's another. Come on, 3. So 13 total.
So he looks down and he says this weird incantation that none of you have obviously never heard because you don't speak Infernal. But he sees this light coming from the bottom, and he looks at you and smiles because he knows that he's about to leave and he's trying to retreat from you. And when he notices that the flames aren't flames, but a green aura that looks around it, he looks at you and gasps. He goes, "Ooh," as this green light just burns him alive. And you see a flame go, and a green flame emanate and pull up from the ship, almost like the flame is being pulled off the ship. And he and he dies.
Good save. Good fucking save.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you hit him. He has -1 right now. You just got him, dude. That's fucking awesome. All right, and with that being said, you killed him off our show. And took him out of the turn order.
So that makes me 3, everyone else 1.
Hey, this imp right here is going to see exactly what you did, and he doesn't even care. He wants to attack you. That's all he wants. He wants your death.
Bring it.
Oh, shit.
Seven.
Oh, he misses.
So he sees you, and he slams his stinger right down on top of you, and you just smile at him as the thick plate that you have, that's your armor basically. He stings down on top of it, and it doesn't do anything. It just goes, and you guys hear the loud ting, but nothing. He looks at you in disgust. Z, you're up.
All right. I'm going to attack Imp 1.
All right. Welcome to the
Nice.
game, Z.
Finally.
Hopefully I'll get to do something like that soon.
Oh, no. All right, you hit him. Pow, 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 pow. I'm assuming with your unarmed strike, yes. You hit him, and you see him swing at him, and you grab that stinger
You pull him towards you, and you use the momentum of pulling towards him and your fist to crack him right in the nose. And you see a couple teeth. You guys hear of teeth falling and hitting the deck. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'll attack again.
Cool.
My second attack.
Let's get it.
This time, after he sees that, he kind of like, he sees the momentum you're moving, and he grabs your arm and he pulls it down. So you completely miss that one. And he
I'm
just
gonna
looks
use
at
a
you.
key.
Key point to use another unarmed strike for Fury of Blows.
Yes.
All right. So this is all transpiring in front of you guys super fast. Swing, hit, pow, teeth everywhere. He swings again. He misses completely. And then you kneel down and you jump up and you hit him with an elbow right in the lower jaw. And you guys hear the and his wings kind of flutter and you kind of like get him dazed for a second and you do 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Is that it?
Still kicking, huh?
Kicking. Banna, you're up. Oh, sorry. Did you want to use another key?
Oh, no,
point, or
no.
you
I'm
done?
good.
Okay. Banna, you're up. Beskar, Breaker, you're on deck.
I will I'll attack Imp 1 as well, the mace.
All right. So you start spinning this thing around. And now that you know, you got yourself a little more familiar with it, you swing. But you misstep, and when you step, you hear the wood creak, and he looks at you, and he ducks down. He just misses. So you got the swing now, but you didn't hit him yet. But all you want to do, or you want to do something else?
As a bonus action, I'll healing word on Arbane.
Cool. What's your word you're going to use to heal him?
I'm gonna combine it together really fast. It's because mom's. It's like all one word.
What are you going to say?
Mom's spaghetti.
Must forget it. Must forget
But
it.
it's like feels really
Mom
quick.
again. Perfect. That's one word. I'll allow it. All right.
Thank you.
You feel the sea wind hit you, Arbane, and it gives you motivation to kill these things, and you get 6 HP from that.
Sweet.
That's cool. And your mom, and you think about your mom's spaghetti as well.
I'm not sure what spaghetti is, but I think about my mom.
That's good. Breaker, you're up. Michaela, you're on deck.
All right. I move. I attack the imp.
Okay, so as you swing at the imp, you see everything going on. You see him miss the mace, and you don't know that Banna is attacking. So right when you swing, he was avoiding Banna and happened to avoid you as well. So you swing and you just hit air.
All right. That's my bonus action.
You're gonna do what?
Professor Echo.
Oh, okay, cool. Where are you gonna put it? I think you could drag it out, but I'll drag it out for you here. It's right there. You put it wherever you want.
Whoa. That looks cool.
That's an echo breaker. That's echo breaker. So this.
Did you get that from a park?
I don't know. I should get that, but I don't get it.
An echo park?
I didn't get it.
God, I'm so glad. I am extremely glad that's on the stream. Go buy a fucking koozie, everybody. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so good.
Oh man.
Okay, so breaker, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, man, that's it.
Cool. Michaela, you're up.
Fucking hell.
McGillicuddy is next. Think about what you want to do, Banner.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'll move here. That was 30, yeah. I focus on Imp 2. Just trying to shake shit off. And I cast Scorching Ray. All 3 rolls are going on Imp 2.
Ooh. Come on.
Motherfucker! I quit!
Dude, what are you?
Holy crap! You start your computer.
Do you want to start? Do you want to just do a couple rolls and see what happens if you?
Yeah,
if you get
yeah.
it good. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Roll a
since we
couple
know
dice.
all those, we
Yeah.
know that all.
Let your mouse.
Wow!
Let your
What?
chat.
Wow.
Oh,
That's some
Because it's
bullshit.
digital, you can't put your dice in dice jail.
God.
oh, that's true. Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. As a DM, I am so sorry for all this.
All 3 of those probably hit his ass too. God damn it!
So all 3 rays, they go and they disappear into the light, into the darkness. Sorry, buddy. Oh, this is boring ass music. Why'd I do this?
I don't even hear any music.
I just hear the ship rocking.
Oh man, we're up to 16 people watching now. Hey.
Hi. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Mikhail. What do you guys want to do? All right. Next is McGillicuddy. What do you want to do, McGillicuddy?
McGillicuddy,
You have a bite, you have a sting you can do. They're both 1d4.
yeah, he will attempt to sting Imp 1.
Check something real quick. Sorry for the hold up. Blah, 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 blah. I believe when you're poisoned, you get disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. He is still poisoned.
That would be the other Imp, though, right? It was Imp 2, I think that was attacked last.
This one was attacked. I can't see the
Okay.
name. Okay, that's Imp 1. Who are you attacking? Imp 1 or Imp 2?
He's attacking Imp 1 this time. He attacked Imp 2 last time and then poisoned.
Oh, okay. Alright, so he's going to attack Imp 2. Alright. And that's... Go ahead and... Oh, you're trying. You can't roll.
No, he's attacking Imp 1.
Okay, now he's attacking Imp 1, which is this guy right here. Okay. Now, okay. Whew. Now we got that figured out. Go ahead and roll a 1d4 and add
Okay.
+3 to that.
Add +3.
2.
Oh, there you go.
3.
3.
Cool. So, once again, he swings at him, hits him and stings him. And this time he stings him right in the eye, and you can see it going rah as this imp screams out in pain, and the pure bloodlust coming from McGillicuddy. You can hear like the little laugh almost, but nonetheless, still got him. It's pretty good. Right, he's still alive and kicking though. Is that all you want to do?
I think he will. He's gonna shift up to, like, to the left of Zendith,
Okay.
above the echo.
Z.
Breaker.
All right.
He's gonna shift.
So,
He's gonna disengage as the movement. Right.
let me see.
Actually called disengage.
Are you trying to do something specific?
He's moving. The imp is moving, but it's a it's called disengage, where you basically your entire movement is just a 5-foot move, but
Right,
it
but-
does not provoke an attack.
Yeah, but you use that's an action. So you use your action to attack the imp already.
Oh, I thought it was a move. Sorry.
No. You can use your action to disengage completely, so now you can't provoke any attack of opportunity. If you move right now, since you've already done an action, you're gonna not only can provoke an opportunity from this guy, but from this guy as well, because you're both within the melee range.
Okay. Then never mind. Or maybe I
You can
earlier.
use your action to use that to get away.
But
Okay, then yeah, he'll just stick with him.
cool. All right. So Imp 2 will see Vanna, and he'll attack him again like he did before because he knows that he's controlling this little dragon. And he is going to use a sting attack on you. 19.
Is that with disadvantage?
Not with disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me. 15.
Come on. I've got AC. My AC is
Okay.
15.
So he still hits you. So he swings at you once, and then he swings again, and he catches you right under the chin, and you feel the sting enter the side of your jaw. As he pulls away, you can feel that poison is hitting you once again, and you're just fueled with hatred, even though you don't really know what that is because you're a furball and you really don't have those emotions too much. But now you do. Vindoc, you're up.
Alright, then I am going to cast some vicious mockery at imp number 1. And I'm gonna say, this is going to end with that weapon sticking out of your ass.
His tail already sticks out of his ass. So when you say that to him, he kind of looks at you like, kind of looks around and sees that everybody's laughing and no one's laughing at that. If anything, you hear the sound of the ocean kind of calm down, and the one cricket that's underneath the deck is going. It does absolutely nothing to him.
Absolutely nothing. Damn.
Okay.
Dang. And you know what? I'm gonna bardic inspire. There's bardic inspiration to. Let's go to Beskar. That's it.
Oh, all right. You're inspired, Beskar. Flapjacks, you're up. Or Breaker.
That gives me advantage, right?
No, it gives you 1d6 on a roll on your next attack roll whenever you want to use it.
That's right.
Oh, that's what it is.
And it automatically do it if you click it under on the left side. If you highlight it and click it, and then you roll whatever you roll, it'll throw that in there too.
No, that's cool.
To
Right.
imp. And
It is getting crowded in here.
yeah, I know.
Sure is.
Right?
You guys better kill this thing. You kill.
I know.
Hey.
So you swing at this imp right here, and everything that's going on, since it is crowded, you kind of push your way, let me in, and you swing at it, and you completely miss because of the crowd. You kind of lost your footing there, but you miss him completely. What else you want to do?
I want the DM to reroll.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Arbane, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark to imp number 2, and then shoot it with my longbow.
You're going to shoot imp number 2 with your longbow?
Yes.
All right.
So that's a total of 12.
We're going to do this. Okay. So, 25.
Doesn't Banner need to do a save throw? Line of sight.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to figure out which I'm going to have him save, though.
But
Give me
isn't
a
the imp up in the air?
No, he flew down. He's down.
Oh, he flew down.
That's why he's attacking. He's attacking back.
Oh, well then I would have moved like
Off the ship?
No, I'm on the edge of the ship. I'm standing on the edge.
Yeah.
I'm like doing a
Nah, I'm gonna. You still. Okay, so Vanna, give me a dexterity saving throw. Was gonna make it 10. 10 was the okay. You are taking 10 points of piercing damage
cool.
as it flies right by you and cuts the side of your throat, the side of your neck.
It slams directly into this imp, pinning it against the wood frame of the cannon next to it. And you just hear the imp go as the life leaves this demon. Fuck, dude, you are killing everything, including Vanna.
You did say 10, right?
Yeah, because you don't get hit with a hunter's mark.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Oh shit.
You're a little low on health there.
That's 1 point.
Yeah.
All right, well, imp number 1 is gonna see all this going on. He's gonna think to himself, "Fuck all this shit," but he's gonna hit Arbane anyway. Oh, Arbane, was that it? Is that all you?
Oh yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. 16.
That is my armor class.
All right, so he's gonna see what you did right there, and he's gonna swipe at you. He's not exactly gonna sting at you, but he's gonna swipe at your throat. And as he swipes your throat, you pull back just enough for him to cut right above your jugular, so your chin for the most part. And you take 6 points of piercing damage. That's all he's gonna do. Z, you're up.
All right, let's end this crap.
Please do.
Come on.
Both.
Well, he takes at least 5.
So, he does take 5 damage. And you see him swing down, and you pull his tail. And when you do that, this time you punch him a couple times in these weird spots. You guys notice he's really not punching, he's more of like touching really hard with his fingers in certain spots, and then this thing freezes for a second as you grab the top of his jaw and the lower part of his jaw, and you pull with all the monk strength you have, and you see the head rip off and the jaw stay right there as this demon falls to the floor.
Good.
Nice.
So
And he's dead.
So we're out of combat?
Fucking time.
So at this point, you guys are out of combat.
The second that imp dies, I reach over to Vanna and say, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I thought I could shoot around you and cast Cure Wounds."
And
At
I
first
question
level,
my life choices that led me to be on this boat with these people.
and so he gets 5. He gets 5 points.
Cool.
So, what you guys hear next is something that you've never heard before.
when you think it's over.
That was weird. Shit, it's the boat from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You see a flame. Another flame right here come, but it's not the normal flame you saw before. This flame is completely different. It's hotter. It smells. But it doesn't smell of anything burning. It smells more of sulfur. And when you smell that, this flame gets bigger and bigger until this woman appears in front of you.
Well, my wife found me. God damn it.
The flames stop as she's standing right here on top of this box. And she says, the sounds of boiling hot tar sizzle and splatting on the deck.
Wait, where is she?
Where is she? Like, where's she at?
She's right here.
Right where?
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 Oh, shit. Oops.
She didn't pop up.
She didn't pump.
She failed her spawn.
Okay,
Oh,
there we
shit.
You
go.
hear the sizzle of tar hit the floor, hit the deck, burning the deck. You can see it melting almost. The smell of sulfur, the smell of rotting death. This Arabanr she-devil floats down onto the wooden planks. It's louder and louder, the thud of her boots hitting the ship. Mortal scum. I forgot where I was in this. There it is, right there. And she starts telling you, and then she realizes that you guys aren't understanding anything she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, infernal.
Okay.
And then she realizes that she has no idea. You have no idea what she's saying. And then she stops and goes, of course. Of course, I forgot. You mortal scum. You don't speak that. So, where's my scribe?
I shoot her with my longbow.
Okay. Cool, shoot her. It sticks in her arm, and she looks and she smiles at you, and she breaks it off and throws it off.
I'll shoot her again.
Perfect. So as you're shooting her, they're just sticking in her. She's not caring. Mortal scum. You think your weapons can hurt me? A lifetime of
I don't know, we'll find out.
My world will be given. Okie So as you're talking to her and you're doing all this, and she's talking, she's getting a little annoyed at the fact that you're doing that, and she will hit you. Her longbow 3 times.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm dead.
She gets 2 attacks.
18 plus 26.
Yeah, you're just dead.
I'm just dead.
That's like double your health. You're dead.
44 damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Well, you hear clicking coming from Arbane.
Arbane, use the thing.
As you guys are looking on Arbane, you slowly start to disappear and your mind starts to fade. She pulls out her last bow and she says, "Let this be a lesson to you all." And Arbane, any last words?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
As she shoots, she goes, "Of course you don't." When she loses one more arrow. And you guys see the life from Arbane slowly disappear.
Can I take out the? Are we able to use that that stone on someone else?
I'm double dead.
He dead, bro. He's dead.
Or like
dead.
you got that one stone that you can take back to life or whatever. Like, can you use that?
You guys have Revivify?
What's that?
I don't think we have
itself?
Revivify. Well, I don't
think
know.
you guys do.
Yeah, no, we
You guys are on level 3.
What about the stone? We had that stone that if you don't like a roll, you can channel whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, he already
used
used it. He used it already.
You know, used it. Well,
I'm the only one that knew what it was, though.
I said that to everybody, so you all knew. I
Oh, okay.
with you guys all. I explained that to you. Well, she starts speaking, and she looks at it, and she goes, "So, where's my scribe?" And then she looks over at Flapjacks, and she says, "An iron boot? How? How is that possible?" And you see her wing just fly up in the air, and you don't see it happen, but you see it happen, but she just shines a red light, and all of you guys, with your normal instinct, shield your eyes from that blinding light, and as that happens, you hear a whip crack. And to everybody, you just hear this whip crack, you don't see it, but to Flapjacks, you feel the whip crack, and the only thing that hurts more than your ears hearing this is the sound of a whip wrapping around your throat and you being pulled towards her. So, when you essentially put your blah, 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 blah. So as you get closer to her, you smell it, sulfur. It singes your nose hairs. This happens real quick, but to everybody else, this happens, but to Flapjacks, you see and feel what she's doing. This white hot light enters your brain, and you hear her voice searching. Who are you, dwarf? Who are you? And she's watching. She's looking at your childhood. You're looking at what's happening through her eyes, looking through your eyes, and she sees a ring, and a woman wearing a red ring. You hear her gasp and go, "It can't be, can't be!" And she pulls back. And right when she pulls back, she looks at your hand and she sees that red ring. You both hit the floor, and you both tussle. I need you to make a strength check for me, please. Flapjacks.
Oh,
That's not good, buddy.
You got the Makeo curse, bro.
Hold on. Whisper rolls, baby. Interesting. Okay. So, you both tussle back and forth. And she's grabbing your ring. She's trying to pull it off your hand. And you just channel your childhood. As you close your eyes and you hear the sizzle of bone and flesh being melted away. You hope it's not yours, and you look down and you see your hand burn, and you see the bone crumble, and you use that motivation. You push her so hard she falls into the stairwell and down. And when you notice, you look at your hand, and it's still the ring that you had on your finger is slightly moved. It's still seared to your hand, but you hear the sound of a coin hitting the floor right here. She stands up and she goes, "How? An iron boots. How is it even possible that you're here?" Oh. And she walks over and says, "We'll meet again. We will meet again, Iron Boot." And with a sickening grin, she smiles, and a circular wave of fire surrounds her. And Hold on. Everybody in this area, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, motherfucker.
That sucks.
Hey, look at me. Roll good.
Maybe. I don't
16.
know. Maybe.
Woo-hoo-hoo, baby! 16 was just passing right there.
Oh, thank God.
Unfortunately,
Oh, fuck.
for Flapjacks, you are taking...
Hey, can I move the echo in to push Flapjack out the fucking circle and off the boat?
No, too late. I already rolled.
That would have been great.
But you do take 11 points of fire damage. As you see these markings inscribed in the boat slowly disappear along with her. The only thing that's left is a coin sitting next to you, Flapjacks.
I guess
What do you want to do?
I'll pick up the coin.
Okay. As you pick up the coin, you hear cries and pain, pure anguish coming from your hand. You look at the coin, and this is what it looks like. It's warm to the touch, and you hear cries of pain coming from it. It's the size of your palm, by the way.
That's a big coin.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay.
I mean, he does have small hands.
So,
Nothing awfully small.
that being said, she is gone. And obviously knows Flapjacks. So, the ship finally comes and settles, and you feel like the wind is kind of blowing again, but you're not going as fast as you were because some of your sails are torn. Arbane is sitting right there. Did you want to say anything?
Oh, I'm dead, I thought.
No. Anybody else?
Do we have any, I want to ask the crew if there's any, like, lodestones or anything around on the ship to repair the, I can use mending to repair the sail.
Oh, you have mending. Yes. You can repair them to an extent. Give me a performance check.
Foreman. What?
I think it's performance, right?
Yeah, it's down on the
Oh, performance?
left.
Yeah.
Like the skill? This is a
Yeah,
spell.
sure,
I don't know if that
sure.
matters.
Oh, well then yeah, that's fine. So you said you tend to you bend these sails that are torn and ripped, and you start getting 1 foot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, I'll allow that. So as you start bending these, you feel the ship go, and it pulls, and you guys almost all lose your balance again. But it happens. Then you hear, Captain, Faylin battle cruiser, starboard. So that's to the right. And out of the thick fog emerges a ship that looks like a small city. This hulking ship has 16 large sails on it. The waves are breaking through the seawater, and it feels as your ship is almost going to capsize as it's coming next to you. You've never seen a ship like this. The sound of the roaring drums and the chants are almost deafening. Then it all goes silent as they all look in your direction. Passing by, the goblin goes, Empire trashes in the other directions, you cowards! Because he sees the colors of your ship. And they sail right by you guys. As your dwarf-looking ship breaks through the ominous fog, you brace yourself for the terror. The dark skies and the terror of the dark skies. Images, all you guys except Vanna, you guys know what's coming. You guys know that the land is coming. And images of bloodlusting orcs, vile creatures, play tricks on your minds for all the memories you have heard of the Faylin dynasty. Your hearts are pounding, your weapons are at the ready, and your enemy is just ahead. The fog breaks, and just as a surprise, it's warm. The warm sunlight hits your face. As you open your eyes, you see a beautiful landscape that greets you with open arms. The land itself, green, orange, yellow. The trees in the distance, the host of families of creatures. You scan the horizon. Left is an oldish city in the distance that you think is Kesh. And you see non-human children just running around on the port, playing with the complaining seagulls and those small winged dragons flying above. Farther right, you see thick trees and endless green. And farther right, you see battleships congregating together with looking like orcs, bloodthirsty and ready for another round of combat, headed to port out to Dukrose. The port is filled with terrible goblins and creatures that you don't want to have anything to do with. But you're approaching the fishing city, and with not too many inhabitants. Out of all the years you've ever heard of the Faylin dynasty and its horrors, you're surprised to see the beauty it actually is. Vindok, your worries are ever so less now that you made it to land and closer to your sister. A wave of relief washes over Banna at the sight of something he prayed to see again. Home. The smell of the wild calls you. Men of Mayhem, welcome to the Faylin dynasty. And that's what we'll pick up next time.
Arbane, no!
Gotta poke the bear.
Man, dude,
Damn bear.
I was not honestly, man. All you had to do is not say shit, and nothing would have happened to anybody, or at least you didn't have to do that saving throw. Fuck, man.
I'm super dead.
Yeah. I wasn't. If I was gonna shoot you with one arrow the second you said that, and that would have been fine. But then you said, "I'm gonna shoot her again," and I'm gonna shoot her again. I'm like, what did she do? What would she do?
I channel divinity. I bring her back to life.
You done pissed her off.
Now I gotta.
Okay, well, this is a perfect example of death rules. I know we were close at the end, so I didn't pull you aside and kick you off the chat. But if we're in the middle of a game and you die, you gotta go. Like, you don't know what happens to your body, you're out. You're out of the game, and then you're out for at least one game. Well, no, you're out for at least one game, and then if you want to re-roll, you can do it. The only bad thing about re-rolling is the fact that you're gonna lose characterization. So you had an opportunity to make whatever you want and do whatever you want. You should think about something that's going to be a little more helpful to the team, which you kind of were already. But you, yeah, that's pretty much it. You,
I'm just gonna
well,
re-roll a new character, and his name's gonna be T-Bane.
That is exactly what my next point was going to be. You cannot re-roll a character that's going to be the exact same thing as the last guy. So it has to be different.
It's not the same. His name is T-Bane.
As long as it's T-Pain, it's okay.
T-Pain.
But unfortunately, you had to die.
I'm on a boat. All right, well.
You had to die in our first live session, so...
Hey, something cool's got to happen. So,
there you go.
Yay for me.
Well, that's a lot of storyline that is not going to be explored.
Give him a salute.
That was fun. Thanks.
Right. You guys know what happened when you fought the bear. So.
Arbane is gone.
For those of you still watching, that's what happens when you poke the screen.
Mr. 9 just lost his puppets.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I forgot about that part. Okie dokie.
Yeah. So we don't have Mr. Knights on us right now. I'm glad.
Well,
Still
everybody
salty.
but Andrew, make sure to level up. So you're all at level 4 now.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And hopefully you guys in the audience, if you're still watching or you're fast forwarding to the end, and you got to watch that onslaught. Glad you guys watched. Glad you guys are here. And hope you guys join us in the next episode, which should be next Saturday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time.
6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. Thank you for everybody for coming out and coming to watch the stream. We were a little nervous about this, but you guys made it worth it. So, some epic shit happened tonight.
Yep. I agree.
That was fun.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll give the deuce.
All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to go on to Dwarven Forge /MeUndies /AT&T /Cricket Wireless and whoever else wants to give us
Blue
a
Chew.
Yeah, we're
All right,
not
guys.
sponsored by me.
I haven't signed that contract yet, bro. Chill.
Peace.
And
Peace. Y'all have a good night.